Yokoso, Japanese Quest to it. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Today the journey continues, and today we're going to go deeper into some of the games we've already played. Take a look at the games we've played so far. This is episode 200 of Japanese Quest. I'm a Japanese teacher. What we do, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. Today, a challenge. We're going back to the game of Xenoblade 2, Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and Dragon Quest 11. We'll look for the core kanji in each game, and using those kanji as springboards, the goal is to try to learn 200 words in 200 minutes. Honestly, I'm not sure if we'll complete this goal. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. But it's episode 200, I figured there's a kind of logic to that. 200 words, episode 200, 200 minutes. So let's give it a try.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Ah, konnichiwa. Elias, hello. So first we're into the game that we've most recently been playing, Dragon Quest 11. So the minutes I'm kind of recording on my stopwatch here. We're right now 2 minutes in. We've learned 0 words. But we had some words from last time that we're going to add to. Part of the reason we're doing this, look at our power level list here. This is our list for making our power level go up on Japanese Quest. Each word we find, power level goes up by 1. The goal for this year was actually to get up to 2,000. We're kind of behind. So today, we got to make a big move. We have to get all the way up to 1,672. What happens if we actually get there? Rieki, profit. Just we need some way to mark where 200 would be. So if we reach this kanji, we will reach our goal of 200 words today. Will we get there? I honestly don't know. But the reason I had this idea was last time... Let me show you for a second. We played a game about kanji. You play Tetris with kanji. It's called Tetojitsu. So Ji means character. And what we did, one kanji in that game, the kanji for tree, ki, tree, we learned all of these words relating to trees. So on Japanese Quest...
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Let me go back to the game briefly. We've talked often about this cycle that I recommend. So reading, I'll represent with R. Reading Japanese every day. And then Anki, doing flashcards. So basically, vocab study along with reading. And this is the cycle we talked about. But there's another cycle that I want to work on today. And that is kanji. Once you learn kanji, that can lead you to more vocab, which can in turn lead you to more kanji. So today, usually we have been focusing on vocab, but today we're going from kanji to vocab. Sometimes if you know a kanji, you can learn a lot of words really quickly off that one kanji. That's what we'll try to do today. Verdant says, are you still uploading streams to YouTube? Yeah, I am. Just sometimes not that timely. But yeah, we're definitely putting all the uploads on YouTube, but sometimes not right away. But yeah, thanks for reminding me. I will be doing that shortly. Okay, so today where we left off, let me show you where we left off. Let's go back to our power level screen. So we had some words here. We learned this word using tree, like I mentioned. The word for planet, Jupiter. Sometimes we learn words in clusters. So if you add planet or star plus tree, I feel like this music is a bit much for explaining some of this stuff. I don't know about you guys. Like, I like the music in Dragon Quest, but sometimes it's a little bit full on, and it goes forever and ever. So we'll get back to it. But so starting today, let's knock off a few words. If we learn one planet, we must learn now all the planets. So that's number one. These are words we simply need to pick up. So we have this word. Before we jump to it, let's look at these words. I realize we learned all these words for tree. We've got to learn the most tree word there is, involving 5 trees. Spence, hello. Konnichiwa. Anki deck is not up to date. We may update it now after this stream sometime. We'll see. For right now, it's just at 1,000. I know some people have updated themselves. So this word here, last time we looked at tree, shinnin, forest. So let's learn that word, combining all of the trees. You have forest plus woods. Just another word for forest. Common word. So let's add that to our power level. First today. Leftover from last time. Yellow Ninja, Ohio. And then this word you may not have heard of, but it's really quite interesting. So I'm going to add it too, kind of selfishly. If you heard of this, forest bathing. It's kind of the idea that walking through the forest has health benefits. It can kind of help your, I don't know, soul in a certain way. I'm sure others could explain it a bit better. Those kitties are going hard if you heard that. That could be another challenge today to get to our goal. So forest bathing. Literally, forest bathing. Yoku means bathing. So shinrin yoku. A peaceful walk through the woods, being immersed in the forest, being healed by the forest. So let's get relaxed before we start on our challenge here today with some forest bathing. Maybe there'll be some forests in this game. And here's the forest planet, or at least the tree planet. Mokusei, Jupiter. So we obviously need all the planets since we learned Jupiter, because learning things in sets of meanings can help a lot for learning words. So let's look. I looked up, if you just kind of Google things sometimes, take a look. So this is just the wiki books section for planets. And sometimes if you have an interest area, you can learn a lot of words, or at least plant the seeds all at once. Today we're not necessarily learning all these words, but we are planting the seeds. So let's plant some seeds of planets so we can watch those planets grow. So today we're planting the seeds. Later, if you water those seeds, they can grow into really understanding that word. How do you water those seeds? Just expose yourself to Japanese every day. Read Japanese every day, or at least every week. That's how you water those seeds. So where were we? Let's make sure we have all these. So we got Mokusei, Jupiter. Why don't I see my cursor here? Usually I see my cursor, don't I? It's kind of strange. See, this is the kind of thing that will keep us from getting to our goal today. I don't know why the cursor's not there. Cursors are helpful. Okay, I'll try to do it without a cursor here. So we have Mokusei, we have that. So let's start with Mercury. Suisei, so the water planet, Mercury, let's start there. Whoa, that jumped to something? That's very strange. Yeah, this goal could be challenging because for some reason things are hotkeying to strange things. We've got a lot going on here. Bear with me. So did that copy properly? It did not. Huh, I assumed these would just copy. Oh, now I see the cursor. I don't know why. Maybe I was in OBS or something? Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so we have Suisei, Mercury. Next we have Venus, Kinsei. So the gold planet or gold star. So let's add that today too. The next word, the fire planet, Mars, Kase. So let's add that to our power level as well. Power level is rising with the power of planets we're now unlocking. So we have Mokusei, the wood planet. Let's go to Dosei, Saturn, the earth planet. I don't know why some of these are formatting to being crossed out and things like that. It's very strange. Anyway, let's go to Uranus. If you look at it, it's like Poseidon, Tenno. Oh no, that's the next one. That's Neptune. Like Neptune, the god of the ocean. The king of the ocean, if you look at the kanji. So let's go to Uranus, the king of the heavens. Wrong list. There we go. By the way, welcome everyone in chat. Today we have somewhat of a unique goal. It might be a bit too much, honestly, to go for 1 word per minute. But as an experiment, since we're on episode 200, I thought it was an interesting thing to try. So we started with this word here today, Shinlin. So that means we're almost at 10 words here. And it's been about 10 minutes so far. So we're about on pace so far. Let's see. The next word we have, I believe, Neptune, right? Yep, Kaio, the king of the seas, if you look at the kanji. And don't worry, we're not going to be all on this one today. But let's make sure we also get Pluto. Meose. If you look at the kanji, so the dark planet, the king of darkness. I think it can be the king of the underworld as well. Okay, so there we have the planets. Power level is now 1481. Let's quickly look at these heavenly bodies if there's anything else we want to just knock off. Since we're looking at this kanji of star, and by the way, the reason we're doing this...
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
The idea today is that we're revisiting 4 games we played throughout Japanese Quest. This is Japanese Quest episode 200. We've played a lot of games. Today, we're going to go back and find what are the core kanji for each game. And one of the core kanji for this game, you can see right there. It's always looking down on you. It's a metaphor. Or at least the legend says that this is the hero looking down on us. So I thought one core kanji could be the kanji for star. And that's the kanji we're looking at right now. Let's go back to our power-up screen and find that kanji for star. Star by itself is Hoshi, star. So if you do the kanji details, that can help because it shows you the stroke order. So there we have the kanji for star. On the top, the sun. On the bottom, like living. It's like a living sun is a star, you might say. Because yeah, this element, life, genuine, birth. Let's just quickly see before we move on, are there any other words that are interesting using that kanji for sun? Anyone in chat want to learn any of these? So we already have sun and moon. Hi for sun, Suki for moon. We might look at those kanji later. One interesting word is this one. Suisei, comet. Ah, interesting. The cursor wasn't there until I clicked it. So another good word that's more common is satellite. Eise, satellite. And Wakuse, planet. And then Seiza, constellation. So essentially the goal today is to use kanji as springboards to look at many different vocab involving that kanji. So you have star by itself. So words that are common are marked with a P, you can see here on our Rekite tool. So let's add at least a couple more. But Wakuse, planet. Actually, you know what? Let's search them instead this way. So let's go back to Jisho. So if you type in the kanji that we're looking at, star, one useful thing that you can do on Jisho, if you put stars around it, kind of appropriate given it is a star, we're harnessing the power of stars and multiple layers here. Yeah, Yellow Ninja, good word. So if you do that, you'll find all the words involving that kanji, and they'll be roughly in order of how common they are. So the first one we see, let's learn that first. So we have Eise, satellite, N3 word. Let's add that to our power level as well. So what other words involving star? Here's a good one. N1 word, common word. Wakuse, planet. Let's add that as well. Again, the goal is to plant seeds. I'm not expecting everyone to watch to learn all of these words right now, but if you plant the seed right now, at the very least, this kanji might become a lot more familiar. And it's kind of a virtuous circle. As you learn the kanji, you can learn more words. As you learn the words, you can learn the kanji better. And it's this cycle that we're working on today. So what other words for star might we learn? Kyo's Cat, yokoso, Japanese Questway. Welcome. So we're going hard today. It's different than usual. Episode 200. We're going hard. So this word, kase, we learned already, the word for Mars. How about seiza? Constellation. I'd say that's worth learning. This one is seat. So the seat of the stars is what? Constellation? Kind of makes sense. Attaches to the names of theaters and constellations. Interesting. So let's add that as well. Have not learned it already. If we did learn it already, it would turn up green for our power level, like this. But since it's a new word, it's fair game, our power level can go up. So let's really quickly review how many words we have so far. We started with Shinrin, so we're at about 12 words, and it's been about, 19 minutes. So we're a bit behind. That's okay. But we're almost on pace. So we have another one. Artificial satellite. A man-made satellite. I don't think we need that. We already have satellite. We're just adding to that man-made. Jinko. Don't think we need that for now. We have this, Jupiter. Mokuse. That's what started us on this journey. Let's look at some other words. Another planet. Ooh, this is a good one. A shooting star. Nagareboshi. So Nagare is like a stream, so imagine a star streaming. It's not labeled as common though, so let's not learn that with our power level. We have comet, suise, also not marked common, so let's not add that. We're mostly focusing on words marked common here. Yeah, Yellow Ninja, thanks for writing those down. And yeah, Ruvari, good one to write down there too. Learn from anime. Nagareboshi. Since you mentioned it too on chat, I'm looking at chat now. Ruvari wrote down shooting star on chat, so let's add that actually. Since we have... You wrote it before I even mentioned it. So let's add that as well. Wow, we've learned that already actually. Bikurishita. So let's not add that. That surprised me. So any other words here? Ooh, starry sky. Here's a good one. Just adding the word sky. Sora. Changes to Zora. Hoshizora. So let's add that. Starry sky. At the very least today, we're going to get really used to the kanji for star. And the idea is when you have a kanji, you can learn a lot of words from that kanji. Singapore, interesting. This one I did not know myself. Looks like it's a variant of how to write Singapore. So we have astrology. This is actually pretty interesting. Let's add this one. Hoshi Uranai. Just adding the word for fortune telling. Uranai. Not sure if we have that word by itself yet, so let's add that too if we don't. We want to cover our bases today. As you can see there, it's a common word. It's got the P. Any other words for star? Let's look for common ones. So again, similar, falling star, ryusei. This is an interesting one. Starfish. The kanji reading is kind of strange. Hitode. Starfish. Not common. Don't need it for now. Ooh, check it out. The Big Dipper. Hokuto. Hokuto Shichise. That reminds me of Fist in the North Star, because you see that Hokuto kanji a lot. Okay, I think this is enough for star. So let's go back to the game right now.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
So yeah, Apple, good suggestion. Wakusei, Nagareboshi, good suggestion. So again today, anyone just joining, today we are going back to all the games we've played on Japanese Quest. It's kind of a special episode today. We're looking at the core kanji for this game. So my question to chat is, what are the other core kanji to this game? So we have one core kanji, we saw it right there. Just core to the idea of this game. Star. So we looked at that kanji. What other core kanji might we have? Oh no, where'd the star go? Eh? Kiechatta. And again, the goal is to try a new cycle today on Japanese Quest. Going from kanji to vocab. Often we go from vocab to kanji, but today we're doing kind of both. So what we're doing today is we're planting these seeds of different words in your mind. If you water them, that's water, I don't know why. If you water them by exposing yourself to Japanese every day, these seeds can grow into a tree of meaning that you can hang things on, build the rest of your life. That is the goal today. Just planting seeds, but we're also talking about how we can water those seeds. So let's see, where were we? Alright, I'm thinking the next kanji, let's maybe talk to our friend and we can think about some more. So let's talk to our nakama. This game is very much about going on a journey with your friends, with your nakama. So let's do that option and talk to him. From boot, yeah, it is challenging. A big part of it is just kind of getting used to them over time. So if just a little bit we're trying to kind of get used to them today, I'm realizing today it's going to be kind of a lot for a lot of people. But the goal is just to kind of get used to them. You don't have to always learn them right away. Just get more familiar with the kanji and the vocab. And eventually, trust me, it does get easier. So he's saying we're running away from these soldiers. It looks like for now we're safe from them. Normally I'd read all of this and go through it, but since we're kind of on a time crunch trying to learn words, let's look at some keywords. Here's a keyword. Tabi. Journey. Why don't we look at words with this kanji? Involving the word for tabi, journey. And we can level up with this kanji. After all, this is a core kanji to Japanese Quest. Every time, that's what we do. We're on a journey, learning Japanese through kanji. Yellow Ninja says, I do kanji reading last. I learn the English meaning first, then find vocab from sentence binding. Yeah, that's a really good way to do it. Today is kind of an experiment, but it's something I used to do and I learned. Sometimes if you have a kanji, and that kanji is familiar, you can learn a lot of words much more quickly if you can connect it to things you already know. In other words, the kanji that you already know. So let's go for this kanji. Again, these stars, let's keep them here, so we can find words with this kanji. So tabi. Yeah, that's a good one. Other people in chat, you can suggest words. We can do those first. So first word, probably the most common. Travel, trip, ryoko. So N5 word. Not sure if we've learned it. If we haven't, let's add it. My goodness, we did not learn it yet. That's crazy. So we're filling in gaps here. So let's go to our next word. Ooh, a good word too. Ryokan, traditional inn, a Japanese-style lodging. I stayed in one once with my family in Japan. Highly recommended. N4 word. It's a traditional Japanese inn. So if you break it down, kan means like a house or a building. So building for travel. Ryokan. Makes sense, right? So let's add that. Nice. Let's keep making our power level go up here. Ah, so passenger, traveler, tourist, ryokaku. So I feel like this word I don't see that much, so I'm gonna skip it for now. I'm kind of using myself as a Japanese teacher as a filter for what words seem at about the level we're looking for right now, even though it is an N1 word, and we do like to learn a lot of those. This one, you don't see it that much. At least I don't. So tabi, of course, we want to learn. I'm sure we have that. Let's just double check. Tabi, journey, the kanji by itself. So it's green, so we do know we have that. Let's go back. What other words with this kanji? Ryoken, passport. So that could be interesting. So basically, a ticket or a certificate of travel is what? It's your passport. So let's add that to our power level. Ryoken. So again, this is just hammering in the word travel from a lot of different angles. And then in doing that, the kanji becomes more familiar. The words become easier to learn too. So it's kind of this cycle of reinforced learning. So passenger plane. I don't see this one that much. Let's keep going. This one we see a lot in games though. Tabidatsu, to begin a trip. Let's do that. Copy that word there. Tabidatsu, to begin a trip. Let's go back. Ah, Gray Stash! Konnichiwa. Hisashiburi. How does the cell get green if you already have the word in? I had to add some kind of formatting to do that. I don't remember exactly how I did it. I googled how to do that. Basically, duplicates turn green. You have to do some kind of command. So a field trip or a school trip. Shugaku ryoko. We already have trip, so let's not add that for now. So tabisaki, destination, goal. Let's leave that for now. Let's keep looking down. Interesting. Traveling alone. Hitori tabi. I'm not adding these just because I don't feel like I see these that much. I read pretty widely in Japanese with Japanese books and sites, news, etc. So I'm kind of going off the ones that seem useful for everyone watching. Elena, arigato. Yeah, we're going hard today. We're trying to learn 200 words in 200 minutes. Can we do it? Honestly, I don't know. Will my legs survive standing at my standing desk? That I don't know either. Will the kitties destroy me before I do it? Possibly. Ooh, this is a good one, though. Tabibito, traveler. I think we've learned that, actually, though. Let's guarantee that we have learned it. So Gray says, I work too much now. Happy you're streaming. Ah, yeah, good to see you. Good to see everyone who's here for our 200th episode. Yep, we do have that. Tabibito. They did a variant there. Yeah, that is very much my problem right now, Elena. These kitties are hardcore. I had to tie down my microphone. And we'll see. So it looks like we have most of the common ones then, for Tabi. So let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Yes, sir.
So again, we see our key kanji. Achikochi tabi o shite kita. So we traveled to various places. Let's think about a couple more core kanji for this game. I've been trying sandbags. How do you tie it down? I don't have a lot of time for stuff like this, but let me show you. So here's my camera. So I have this microphone like this on a tripod, and it would just easily tip. So what I did is I got creative. I put tape down, and then another layer of tape. Under the tape, I put a twist tie horizontally, and another twist tie can loop through that, and now it can't tip. So I recommend this kind of hack for this kind of situation. The reason I don't want a full arm, I think they would just destroy if I got an arm, so I feel like this works well for now. By the way, where are these kitties? Not sure. Let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Ah, yeah, Elias, that could be a good one. Like, hey, soldier. Let's try that, actually. Good suggestion. So that's kind of a core kanji to this game and Breath of the Wild, which we'll play later. So why don't we add that kanji too? So let's go back, because we did see that kanji in that conversation. Mint! After watching your videos on YouTube, tried playing Japanese demo. Nice! Very cool. I don't know if I have time to read all of that right now since we're kind of on the clock today, but thank you very much for the comment, and I appreciate the comment very much. And I'm glad you liked the game. So let's go back to our power level screen. We're trying to learn one word every minute, so we're kind of focused on that goal today. So if you have suggestions for more core kanji to the games we're playing, let's take a look. Words with those kanji. So here's the kanji for... Let's look at the kanji by itself first. Okay, soldier, troops, army. Let's look at the stroke order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 strokes. Let's go back. So these are all the words containing this kanji. Something having to do with soldiers or troops. So the top one, weapon, I'm sure we've learned before. Let's make sure though. Heiki, basically an instrument of war, if you put the kanji together. Yep, we have learned that. This kitty is kind of attacking me. Really quickly, let's say hello to our kitty. We will get back to our... Let's see here. Hi, Aki. So here's Aki kitty. And Aki, I think, wants to play fetch. Aki, we don't have a lot of time for fetch today, but go for it. There Hada goes as well. Don't worry, we will get back to our... We will get back to our words. But sometimes these kitties may interfere. Hopefully they're distracted now. Daijoubu kana? Okay. That'll make it hard to get to our goal, but let's just see. Let's go back to the words now. Okay, so where were we? Heiki, weapon, we've learned that. Heitai, soldier. And 2 word. Another good word, tai by itself means like a company or a body of troops, so put them together, a troop. Heitai, soldier. That's a good one. This kanji reminds me, this word reminds me of the character in One Piece, the soldier toy, because she would always say, Heitai-san, and like had a song about him, I believe. If anyone remembers what I'm talking about in One Piece, you'll probably know it. There's a toy soldier character for a while. So there's a good word. Heishi, soldier. Pretty sure we have that. Let's double check. No, let's not double check. We don't have time. Kakuheiki, nuclear weapon. So this word, I think we may have. We do not. So kaku means like an atom, like a nucleus. So literally a nucleus weapon. Or a nuclear weapon. Kaiheitai. Ah, the Marine Corps makes sense. So kai means sea. So add that to soldier like we already had. Makes sense. The Marines. And let's have that after heitai actually, since it's related. So let's go back. Ah, here's a good one. So ho by itself means to walk. So hohe, infantry, a foot soldier. So literally like a walking soldier. Let's add that too. Yeah, this kanji, hey, I did not think of using today because I had some in mind. But I think it was a good suggestion. So it's a variant for this word. Perhaps we look at this kanji later. So hey by itself can mean a soldier. Maybe let's do that then, actually. So we have a weird variant for some reason. Let's just go to hey. And let's make that be the first one of this group. Power level almost up to 1500, and I know we're kind of going fast, so some could consider this cheating. But really it's not. I used to do this when I was learning, so this is really a suggestion of ways you can expand your learning. If you know kanji, sometimes you can learn a lot of words more easily. Ah, heieki, so military service. I'm not sure if we want to learn all of these. We can maybe move on. But some other good suggestions. Interesting, deserter. So dasso means to run away. Dassohei, deserter. Okay, let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
There was one other word I wanted to look at. Because sometimes you can look at a word, and that word will have two kanji. Then we can either look at one or both of those. So let's look at this kanji. The kanji for the key to this game and really Japanese Quest. Everyone in chat. Nakama. We are all together on this journey. So friends on a journey. Comrades on a journey. Nakama. Let's look at this word. Look at the kanji for this word. And see if we can't learn some words about that. And then let's find how far we have gotten with this game and move to a next different game. Okay. So using the power of Nakama, let's make our power level go up. So first, especially let's use the first kanji. The second kanji, I don't know if we need to use that one, but let's use this first kanji. So let's copy this first of all. So again, company, fellow, colleague. Let's go with just the first kanji, Naka. And let's put those stars around that again. If we use the stars, as you recall, we'll find all the words involving this kanji. And let's learn some of the best ones that will help us remember the kanji. Yeah, Ken. Yellow Ninja, good suggestion. That one actually I was thinking for our next game, Breath of the Wild, we can learn that one. Good suggestion. We think alike. So Naka by itself can mean relationship. Let's look at the kanji details for this kanji. Let's look at the stroke order. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku. Okay, so 6 strokes. Not too bad. It means go between or relationship. Okay. So we've learned this word, nakama. Like a friend on a journey. So naka by itself is a common word. So relationship or relation. So let's learn that first, since this is for the kanji. And let's keep going. So naka naka, which means like very much, but usually that's using a different kanji, you can see there. So let's keep going. Here's a good one. Nakayoshi. So close friend. Bosom buddy. You use that word? I don't know if anyone uses that word anymore. But let's learn this one. Okay, here's a good one too. Nakanaori. So now it is to cure. So to cure your relationship is reconciliation, to make peace with. Kakudo, some nice words I'm seeing suggested in chat. We're almost up to 1500. What will be word 1500? Ah, we've learned this already, so that does not count. Green means duplicate. So let's go back. Ah, here we go. Normally a different word though, so let's not do that. This one though is a useful word, a little bit technical. The kind of word you might see on the news, like mediation, chusai. I feel like that's a bit too specialized maybe for where we're going right now. This one though, on good terms, nakayoku, I think can work to go with our other one. Those are very common, obviously, but hey, we need 200 words in 200 minutes, we'll take it. Chukai, again, intermediation. That one, again, a bit more technical. Let's see, what else? I feel like that might be good for where we are. The other kanji in Nakama, though, why don't we look at that too? The meaning's a bit different. But let's take a look at it all the same. So there's nakama. So it's the kanji in jikan, time, very common word. We have learned that. Ningen, human, we've learned that as well. Interesting, completely different readings. Two very common words. I recommend, by the way, just learning each word by itself. And then learning the pronunciation of each word. Strangely, it becomes pretty easy despite all these different readings for the kanji. So in other words, learn it from the word, not learning all these readings for the kanji itself. Okay, moment, instant. This is a good word. We've probably learned it. Shunkan. And we have. So a lot of these words we have learned because they're quite common. Timetable. Don't feel like we need that word. This one, though, is good. Maniao, to be in time for. N4 word. So let's copy that. What else? Hiruma, daytime. Also a useful word that we probably don't have. For some reason I jumped one. That's okay, we have time. So, machigaeru, to make a mistake. I think we've learned that. Machigai, mistake. Huh, not sure if we learned both of those. Let's just make sure we have machigaeru, to make a mistake. We've now learned that. Let's try machigai. We probably have learned that. Yes, we have. Just fill that with the next word. So what else do we have? Nenkan, period of a year. Don't think we need that word, but again, we're looking at periods of time, you can see, with that kanji. Again, nakama. That's the word that we came from. Shukan, week. Not sure if we need all of these. A period of time, just as a general idea, is useful. Kikan, period of time. So let's add that. There's a lot of words with this kan. Tema, time, labor. This is actually a very useful, simple word. The time or labor something takes. Tsukima. This is a very useful word that I see reading books all the time. It's like a crevice or like a chink in one's armor or readiness. So it's a word you see in kanji in games a lot too. Tsukima. Crevice or crack or gap or opening. Who would have thought so many words you can learn off this one kanji? So mamonaku, soon. It's actually pretty useful. You can see examples there. Looking at sentences helps a lot. Mamonaku o ai dekiru koto. So looking forward to meeting soon. You notice there that there is no kanji they use, so let's not maybe use that for now. A kankaku, interval. So different reading. This is a useful word though, interval. A lot of these function words you might not think about, but are quite useful. Unboxers, konnichiwa! We have a unique, special episode 200 today. So some brains maybe, I don't know, exploding, hopefully in a good way today. What we're doing is we're looking at core kanji for each game, and then using those kanji to learn a bunch of words, using that kanji as a springboard. So anyone just joining, essentially what we're doing, imagine it this way. In terms of Sonic the Hedgehog, we have a springboard here, much like Sonic the Hedgehog. They're usually red, aren't they? And we've got this springboard. This springboard is the kanji. In this case, the kanji for ma that you see there. And then off the springboard, our character, we are bouncing and learning all of these words. So basically, we're talking about a cycle we have not really used before. If you know kanji, you can use those kanji as a springboard to learn a lot of words related to those kanji. Because really, when learning happens, is when you connect it to things you already know. The powerful thing about kanji, if you know a kanji, you can use it as a hook to learn all these words fairly quickly. And then, yeah, to learn different pronunciations as well. So that is the goal today, and that was a lot that I just said. So really quickly, I'm going to take a drink. Shotomatte. Water's important today. Movement is important. Okay. So I see we see night. I feel like maybe we've learned about enough words with this kanji for now. Let's go back to our list. So this one we learned, I believe, is hiruma. So let's change that one. The more common reading. So we're up to 1506 off this game. So let's get an update.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
The scouter says 1506. All the words we learned today, let's just check. I'm highlighting them. And adding to count them. Okay, so really quickly, let me show you what I'm looking at. So all the words we've learned so far today, we are up to 34 words. And how many minutes in are we? Wow, 50 minutes in. So far, my plan
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power
is
level?
behind schedule. Again, it was a plan that I did not know if it would work. It's an experiment. So we're at 34 words, and we are at 50 minutes. Okay, so after one game, that's where we are. And the one game we went through so far was Dragon Quest. Let's go to our next game. Back into the games we played during Japanese Quest. We'll go to Breath of the Wild, then Odyssey, then Xenoblade 2. Looking at the core kanji for those games too. So everyone think about what are the core kanji for Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh no, this kitty's attacking my cord. This could challenge our goal today. So let's go into the game. Kitty, Please do not attack my leg. Thank you. Let's get an update from Aki here. There's Aki. Good. He's on a different adventure. They're getting big. Aki's on an adventure as well.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Okay, let's think about now. It's been a while since we went back to this game. Breath of the Wild. Really quickly, I should probably change our game on Twitch. So our game now is Breath of the Wild. So let's change that game. Update that. There, the game should be updated. Okay, so let's think about what are the core kanji for this game. And then let's learn some vocab from those kanji as well. See if we can't catch up to our goal of 200 words in 200 minutes. So far we have 50 minutes, 34 words, so we're almost on pace. You know what? I didn't think of this kanji before, but how about the kanji for grass? Because we have cut a lot of grass in this game. So let's see what we can learn from the kanji for grass. Anyone know the word for grass in Japanese? Let's find out. Yeah, there we go. Unboxus has it. Anyone know how to pronounce it? So again, if we put stars around it, we can see all the words with it. I'm not sure if this will be a good one because there might not be that many for us, but let's just find out. Kusa, grass. Exactly. Ah, here's an interesting one. Tobacco, a different reading for it. It is a pretty common word, so that could be a good one. Let's look at the kanji first, though. Kusa by itself, I think we have learned. Let's double check. So here's our power level. So the word for grass we have learned, of course. Let's look at the kanji details. The kanji for grass. I like to think of it, you have the kanji below for fast, then above it you have the radical for kind of plants, so imagine grass growing quickly. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu. So 9 strokes. Yeah, there is a kanji for coffee. I was aware of that. But usually I don't see it used that much. So kind of a strange kanji to start with, but let's go with it. I wonder why this is an N5 word. I don't think it's that common, but I don't think we've learned this word. Imagine that we cut this grass. Check out, we're in Breath of the Wild down here. Imagine we cut the grass, we find some tobacco. All these words are finding in the grass. So we found some tobacco in the grass, don't know why. What are the words? Let's scroll down. So kusa by itself, grass, also can be a ninja. Interesting, that I had not heard. But this one I have heard. It can be like slang for laughing. So kusabana, flower, flowering plant. That one I don't feel like I see that much. This one though is good. Weed, zaso, weed. The first kanji is just miscellaneous, so miscellaneous grasses, weeds. Very useful word. Reminds me of a certain strange anime I saw one time where they talked about how this character was a weed that would not give up or something. I don't exactly remember, but bokso, pasture grass. Don't feel like I see that one that much. This one's kind of common. Zori, traditional Japanese thonged sandals. Why not? It's one of these words that you see, but just, you might think to yourself, what in the world is that? It's a good one for a Google image search. We don't have the time for it right now. But these traditional Japanese sandals, zori, shigusa, gesture, movement, that's actually a very useful word. One of these function words that you see quite often that you might not think of as being connected to grass. Kusaki, plants, vegetation. Since we talked about the word for tree earlier, why don't we add that? Combine grass and trees. Can help both those kanji in our brain. Salvasaur, are you ever going to play other games? Yeah, we are. Not today, though. Today we're going to play a few different games, however, that we have played. We're starting with Breath of the Wild. We'll play Mario Odyssey next. Then Xenoblade. All these games we played in the past. And we're learning from the core kanji in those games. Interesting. Draft for a speech. Don't think we need that word. This is a useful word, though. Grassroots. Can kind of be used in like a political context. Kusa no ne. Ne means roots. Might be a bit tricky to learn, but it's interesting because you learn grass, you learn roots, put them together, grassroots. Kusawake, someone who splits the grass, is what? A pathfinder, trailblazer. Yeah, that's such a cool word, we should add it. Plus it is marked common. Horenso, spinach. That's a useful common word. So let's learn it. If you live in Japan, it's something you'll probably eat a fair amount of. Michikusa, loitering around the way. Wayside grass. Don't think we need that one for now. Interesting. Summer grass. Natsukusa. Think we're good for there. Let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
So what's another kanji we could learn? I had a couple of ideas. I think Yellow Ninja before mentioned one of them. Let me remind myself. Right, yeah, the kanji for sword. You can see our sword here, the Master Sword. So let's learn some words related to sword. Really quickly, though. Let's waste an arrow for some reason. Or let's use our sword. Okay, so let's go back to our power leveling, and let's take a look at a new kanji that was suggested, and then also I had in mind this kanji for sword, ken. There we go. So again, ken means sword. Interesting, the first thing that comes up is serious, earnest. Can be a real sword as well. Let's look at the kanji by itself, though. Let's do a kanji details. So there's the kanji. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 strokes. There we have sword. So let's find some words using the sword and its meaning somehow and see how that sword relates. 2 other common words to make our power level go up. Shinken, serious. This word I'm not sure if we have. I'm 50-50 on it. We do not have it. Shinken, serious, good word. So let's keep going. Ken, sword, we definitely have learned that. We learned the other variant, tsurugi, as well. So kendo, swordsmanship, let's add that. Have not learned that yet. Let's keep going. Interesting. Saber-toothed tiger. Very random to have this high. Don't need to learn that. Gladiator. Kentoshi. Any more common words? Here's one. Kenshi, swordsman. This kanji by itself can mean samurai or gentleman. So let's add that, make our power level go up. Again today, anyone watching, I realize this is a lot of words at once. But you need to realize, at this very moment right now, many people in the world are taking the JLPT test, the Japanese language proficiency test, so they're going hard right now. We are going hard too. You don't need to learn all of them right now. Think of it this way. We're just planting seeds. For some people watching, this might be your first time seeing many of these words. Just planting the seed. Then if you water those seeds by exposing yourself to Japanese every day, or at least fairly frequently, you can water these words and eventually they can grow into being more deeply rooted in your mind. So we're planting seeds today related to kanji, this kind of deeper seed that we're going off of. Gray Stash, good to hear. So let's go back. We have Kenshi, swordsman. So these are not common, so let's just skip through some of them. So not that many words for sword. Let's look at another kanji. Another common kanji in this game. You might say, let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is 1471. That's wrong. We'll make it go up later. Yama. Ooh. I didn't think of that one. Kakuro. I actually was thinking of if we needed an extra game going back to Celeste for mountain, but you're right. We've got a mountain right here. And I'm biased because I lived in a place in Japan using the mountain kanji. I lived in Yamaguchi Prefecture. And that used the kanji for mountain. So yeah, why don't we use that kanji? We have a mountain right here. So using the kanji for mountain, ichi, ni, san, just 3 strokes. Let's power up with those words. Very good suggestion. And there probably will be a lot. The kitty is attacking my microphone. Good thing I have it tied down. Let's give you an update on the kitty situation here. Kitty, please don't step on my keyboard. Kitty? See, this is why I had to put this microphone tied down here. Please don't attack my mouse. I have to use my mouse for us to learn words. Kitty? No. But look, I've got a trump card. Check it out. In my pocket here, I've got 3 or 4 mice. This is my trump card. Check it out. There we go. I've prepared for this eventuality. I've got more mice where that came from. Okay. Oh no, he's coming back. He wants to play more fetch. Okay. You want to go again? This is the thing. He likes to play fetch a lot. This might make it hard to reach our goal. However, I'm going to try putting our... No, I can't do it. If I put the standing desk down, which I just did, we will never reach our goal. The kitties are looking at birds now. That might give us a chance. Okay, let's go back to the game. How'd you say playing fetch in Japanese? Hey, you know what? That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. Kakudo. Sa, issho ni gambaro.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Okay, back to mountain. The kitty, I think they got locked onto the birds for now, looking outside. The mouse strategy was successful in the end. So let's look at Yama. Mountain. Okay, Yama, mountain. So words involving mountain, we've learned Yama, mountain already. Tozan, mountain climbing, we've not learned that. Let's learn it. N3 word. So the first kanji, of course, means to climb. So mountain climbing. Takusan, a lot, plenty. Very useful word. Interesting, it uses a mountain. So that we have learned, because it's green. It's a duplicate. Kazan, volcano. Quite sure we learned that, so let's not learn that. Let's make 100% sure, though. Kazan, fire mountain, volcano. Yep, we have learned that. Sanmyaku, mountain range. Useful word. Let's learn it. Myaku by itself means like a pulse, or I guess a range in this case. Like veins of mountains, you can imagine. Kozan, mine. This I think we have learned. Let's make sure. Kozan. Yep, we have learned that. This one's usually kana, so let's keep going. Sangaku, mountains. This is common, so let's add that. Isn't the middle stroke of Yama first, or am I going crazy? Well, let's look at the kanji details. Yep, there you go. So where were we? Sangaku. Mountains, Sangaku. And yeah, thanks for the comment. It is good to know the stroke order. Yeah, I believe I did not write it with the correct stroke order. To be honest, I don't write kanji by hand that much. So my kanji writing is not close to where my kanji reading is. Let's see. Sanpuku, hillside, mountainside. This one's common too, but I feel like we can only add so many words for like mountains sides right now. Yamakaji, forest fire or a wildfire. Kind of interesting one there. But I don't see that much. Hyozan, iceberg, that's a cool one. It's just an ice mountain. Iceberg is the word. So let's copy that. Thank you, birds, for distracting my kittens for the moment. The kittens, by the way, are now almost 5 months old. Yamagoya. So mountain hut. Koya by itself is hut. Yamagoya. Not sure if we need mountain hut. We already have hut. Koyama, it's like a small mountain, a hill. Don't see that much. Interesting, wasabi. I feel like usually that's just in kana. Yama Yama, many mountains. This one you do see. So let's add that. Just repeating mountains. Yama Yama. Many mountains are a great deal. Sansho. Useful word, summit of a mountain. I think mountains are giving us a chance to reach our goal today. Yamamichi, mountain road, so just adding michi, path. Some good words for mountains. I'm kind of imagining, as we're learning all these words, a scene involving a mountain. And we're seeing all these things that we're seeing. We're seeing a mountain with a path, the top of the mountain, many mountains in the distance. Kind of paint a picture as you learn words. Noyama, hills and fields. So no by itself is a field. So let's learn that. Sometimes it's fun to combine these natural words. Like kusaki earlier, grass and trees. So are there more words? Geisan, or Geizan, descending a mountain. So it's just down plus mountain means what? Descending a mountain. Makes sense. Yamanobori, mountain climbing. Also makes sense. Similar to the word we learned before. That is probably enough. The rest are not so common. However, Mount Fuji, Fujisan, we should learn that. Fujisan, mountain, or Mount Fuji. Sanlin, mountain forest. Since we talked about Lin earlier for like the woods, let's learn that too. See, all these words start to kind of help and reinforce each other. This is what I mean when it gets easier. The more words you learn, they really start to help reinforce each other. So we started, I believe, with word 1473. So we're making some good progress. Oh, nice. Yagi, goat. Have we learned that? We have not. Gotta add goat. Yagi, goat. So this kanji by itself is hitsuji, sheep. So what's a mountain sheep? A goat. Sanshi, mountainous district. I think that's enough for mountain. Let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising. What is our power level, actually? Power level is now 1530. So it's gone up almost 60, you can see. Not bad. So what other kanji? Let's think about other kanji for this game. Which ones did I have in mind? Anyone else in chat any ideas for other kanji that are key to this game? Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that is a good one. Arashi, storm. Not sure if we need to find other words to find vocab on, but let's look at some... So our current quest is... We're at the end of the game. Our current quest, let's take a look. Ganon Tobatsu, to defeat Ganon. And some key kanji that I found in here for our final mission were this. Haidaru. So this kanji here, king. The king in this game, it's very common, very basic kanji. Kanji for king. So that's one idea. And yeah, that's actually one I've considered for using for Xenoblade 2 if we get to it later. Well, we will get to it unless I die or something in the next couple hours. We'll see. I don't know why I talked about dying in the next couple hours. That would be a bad way to end the stream. Let's not talk about death. Let's not use the kanji for death. Let's use the kanji for king. Maybe for life later. And let's see. Another one. The kanji for castle. Shiro, castle. And then king. So two kanji here. Ichi, ni. The kanji for king. The kanji for castle. Haidaru Haidaru jo. So castle and king. Let's look at those. So let's go back to our power level screen. And maybe let's bring it back to the game, see if someone tries to kill me as we're learning. Okay, so where were we? Let's type in the kanji for king. We have learned the word king already. Let's see what words we can learn off this word. Osama, king. Let's see if we learn that with the sama. You can see it's an N3 word, common word. We have learned that. How about O by itself? Let's just check. Yep, we've learned that too. Okay. So then let's keep going. So Jo, queen. So just adding the kanji for woman. We've learned that as well. Makes sense. Let's keep going. So O by itself, king. Oji, prince. I'm sure we've learned that. Kokuo, the king. So just adding the kanji for country before it. Yeah, why not? Let's start. We could do that one. Since we did learn O by itself. And Ojo, princess. Have we learned that? We have learned hime, another word for princess. Ojo, we did not learn. So note that if you put the kanji for woman first, it means queen. If you put it second, it means princess. Yeah, kakudo, that's a good one. We'll see if we find that word down here. So, oshitsu, royal family. A lot of these words you see in games quite a bit. Oh no, I did the wrong button here. Hopefully I'm not messing something up. There we go. Oshitsu, royal family. Ote, check if you're playing chess. So te is hand. So putting someone in check is putting their king in check with your hand, you might say. So ote, check. Good word. Ah, yeah, Kakudo, good comment. Wow, you were back there when we learned the word for Pluto. Yeah, you saw O in a few of those planets, didn't you? Good comment. So Ohi, queen, another word for queen. So let's add that. Look at the power of this kanji, king. So many words that are used in fantasy games and things. Kaiose, so we learned that one before. Neptune, the planet. We learned all the planets at the beginning of stream. Interesting, cesarean section. So it's like the surgery if you're pregnant to help, I don't know, have the child. That let's not learn, but I have seen that before. Not that much. This is a good one. The Pope. Although I heard they recently changed the word they're using for it for some reason. Anyone hear about that? This is the one that normally they have used, but they might be changing to a new one, I heard. So what is the Pope? Apparently the king of laws. Because ho means law. Guess it kind of makes sense. And then Roma, ho, the Pope would be another way to say it. Roma is Rome. Roma ho is Roman law. So this is a word we've probably learned from possibly Mario, like the Mushroom Kingdom. Okoku Kingdom. Let's see if we've learned it. We have. So let's go back. So Oi, the throne, the crown. This is a pretty common word in these royal worlds. Oja, the king, monarch, champion. So a lot of different words for king. And a lot of them are common. You see all these are marked common. Oza, the throne. We have probably learned this. Za, again, means seat. Was also used for constellation before. Seiza. Ah, nice. We have not learned that. We have seen that a lot in games, though. OQ, palace. We've seen that a lot in games as well. So much so that we did learn that. Okan, the crown. So kan by itself can be crown too. Why don't we add that? Not a common word, but it's Wanikani level 54. So let's trust Wanikani that this is worth learning for us. Notice a lot of these are kind of combining things that are related. Interesting that this is not common, because I see this a lot. Royal family. Okay, let's add that, because really you see that a lot. In the news and things too, talking about the royal family. So any other words? Devil King, someone said this. This you'll see in games all the time. So Ma by itself is like a demon or an evil spirit or a witch. So Mao, archenemy, Devil King. Let's add that. Interesting, we already learned that. Huh. So let's maybe end King on Mao. That seems about appropriate. Let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
So that was the king. Where is the castle anyway? Shiro wa doko desu ka? Nakamura, it sounds right. It's used a lot in a lot of anime. Mao. Ah, there's the castle. Let's see the castle. Ooh, I almost shot a frog with an arrow. Not even sure if that's possible in this game. How do you run in this game? Anyone know how to run in this game? It's been too long. There we go. You press B, apparently. So I've been streaming now for almost an hour and a half, so we're almost halfway through in time. So there's the castle. Let's learn some words connected to the kanji for castle. Don't think there'll be that many, but let's take a look. So let's type in the kanji for castle, Shiro. For some reason I'm having trouble. There we go. Sometimes I can't figure out how to get to write Japanese quickly, or at least as quickly as I would like. So here we go. Let's look at the kanji details. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9. So 9 strokes. The kanji for castle. So let's see which words involve the kanji for castle. Again, if you put stars around it, you can find those words. So Shiro by itself, we have learned. Let me get a quick drink of water so I'm ready for all these castle words we're about to power up with. Start looking at some of them. Are any common? Not so many. Joe Kamachi. This one we have seen in this game a lot, actually. No, actually, that was a Dragon Quest XI. We saw this kanji a lot, this word. Haru is coming to visit. Let's give a quick hello to Haru down here. Hi, Haru Kitty. Haru Kitty. Do you want to chase a mouse? Haru doesn't do this as much as Aki, but Haru. Wee. Don't think it's coming back. Okay, perhaps they're distracted for now. Kawaii ne. So say hi to Haru, everyone. Haru's getting big as well. Oh no, here comes Aki. I'm down to my last mouse. Let's try it. Wow, Haru went for it, but not Aki. That's very rare. So occasionally when you're learning, it's good to take a break. So we're taking a quick cat break. Hi, Aki. Hi, Haru Kitty. How are you guys doing today? Please don't attack my cord. Konnichiwa. Yeah, maybe I'll sit down with them for a minute. Because I could probably stand to stretch my legs a little bit too. There's Aki. Kawaii ne. Let's remember we were going to look at the kanji for castle in a bit. Hopefully my tied down mic will survive. Kawaii ne. So I do realize that this will make our time frame difficult to achieve. So let's strategize during this short break. So there was one other kanji I wanted to look at for this game after castle, and that was Yusha. The kanji in the word for hero. Any other kanji? Yeah, we could do the animal radical in Neko. How would that work? Look at this kitty. He is on my lap, like in the first time they joined Japanese Quest. Haru's behind my monitor, check it out. See, I have Mario Odyssey there, because it's actually a different disc I'll have to switch after this game for Mario Odyssey. Daijoubu kana? I'm not sure if I'll be able to run this while sitting, but maybe I'll try. Hi, Adu, kitty. Let's see if they can both fit in my lap still. Ah, yo, so you mean different words off that radical? That could be something to think about sometime, but I think it would be a bit different to figure that out for the time we have today. So we have these kitties here. Now the question is, can we keep going with this format? Let's try a little bit. So let's go back to our power level screen. So we don't have the cat cam for this. Huh.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Oh well, I can jump back to the kitty cam in a bit. So we have Shido. Where were we with our power level? We left off with King, Mao, Devil King. So let's look at Castle. So we have Jokamachi, the Castle Town. That's a word we saw a lot in Dragon Quest XI, so let's add that. Funny, we did learn it because we saw it so much. Let's keep going. So I'm looking for common words mainly here. So Jo Nai, inside a castle. Nai means inside. Let's do that one. Not so many words for this one. Joka, land near a castle. Ka again below. Huh, not so many. So if you just say Jo after a word, you can say, like, for example, Edo Castle, Edo Jo, or Haidaru Jo, Hyrule Castle. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at this Yusha. So Yusha, hero. Let's look at the first kanji. So Yuki, courage. Ah, noob, konnichiwa. Genki desu yo. So courage, good word. Yusha, basically a person with courage, is what Link is. So Yuki, courage. Let's see what else. Isamashi, gallant, brave. Let's add that too. It is a word that you see not all the time, but it's useful enough. Yukon, brave. Interesting. I was talking earlier about the this kind of character in One Piece, this soldier toy. She would do a song. Hey Tai-san wa Yukon desu. So Yukon, soldier, is brave or gallant. So it came back around to find that whole song I was talking about earlier. Yukon, brave. So Yusha, hero. That's the word we started with. With this kanji, there'll be a ton of stuff. Because that just means person. A lot of different people out there. So Yushi, brave warrior. Yutai, bowing out, retiring voluntarily. Don't see that one so much. Let's not learn that. Let's maybe leave it there. But let's try the second kanji in Yusha. Oh no, I wrote it wrong. My kitties are glitching me here. So Yusha. Oh no, Haru is attacking my my mouse hand. It's never a good sign. Bear with me a bit. Ah, konnichiwa. Red Rev, good to see you. Ah yeah, Kaku. Actually, we're gonna do that kanji later. Hikari. For the game Xenoblade, actually. We're going to do that kanji. So kanja, patient. Interesting how that's the first one. Like a patient for a doctor. Someone's sick. Because the first kanji means disease. Or to suffer from a disease. Yeah, you can put the game in Japanese. One cool thing about this game, Breath of the Wild. Gakusha, scholar. Just said school plus person, scholar. Interesting, we have learned that. Yeah, it doesn't work on Wii U, right? So Isha, doctor. I think we've learned that. Not sure. Wow, we have not. Ha-isha, dentist. So let's add that as well. So basically a tooth doctor. Ha means tooth. So yeah, with just one kanji you can learn so many other words if you just kind of follow your curiosity. Chosha, author, also a useful word. So again, these are all different kinds of people. Sha, that's how you end it. Kisha, reporter, also a useful word. Kosha, the latter. So like when you're talking about the former and the latter, kosha is the latter. Hopefully they'll have zensha as well. There it is. Interesting that the latter came first. That's not acceptable for our learning, though. We need the former first. Jisho. We should write complaints to Jisho about that one. So the former, the latter. You'll see this a lot in kind of formal writing. Essays and things. So mono by itself can be person. Let's learn that too. Or not, because we've learned that already, but good review. Yakusha, actor. Good word there. Let's add that as well. Hisha, again, a word for writer or author. This time, the first kanji is the kanji for brush, so imagine writing with a brush. Hisha. Useful word. See, one kanji can bring you to a lot of different words that because of it will be that much more familiar. And keep in mind, these are all useful words. These are all common words. We're skipping ones that are not common or not common enough. Sakusha, another word for author. How many words for author are there? The answer is too many, but you need to know all of them. Because you do see all of them. So you need to be able to at least read all of them. Gyosha, trader, businessman. Gyo means business. Power level is rising. Can you feel it? We're powering up with the power of all these people. Dokusha, reader. So doku means to read. So a reading person is a reader. Tasha, in good health. It's a useful one too. Fransugo ga tasha da. Also can mean like to be good at a language, for example. Okay, so where were we? Shinja, believer. So I'm seeing this one a lot in the book I'm reading right now, 1Q84 by Murakami, because it's about some different cults and religious sects. You see this word a lot, Shinja. The first kanji means to believe. Person who believes is a believer. Shinja. Haigusha, spouse, wife. Sure. We can't hold back now. There's so many different words for husband and wife that I often, in this channel, steer clear of them because I just find it confusing and not that useful, but whatever. Warubono, bad fellow, rascal, ruffian. That's a good one. Good to learn various words for ruffian. Also, just that word ruffian, that's a good word. Kagakusha, scientist. Kagaku by itself, of course, is science. So I'm realizing this kanji is getting us closer to our goal. Sosha, runner, base runner. This one I don't see that much, so let's not learn that. Let's try more words, though. Rediv, not sure if anyone answered your question, so yeah, you changed the language on the system, I believe. Shikisha, commander or conductor. That's actually quite a useful word. Ah, cool. Mario Odyssey, by the way, is the same. Shohisha, consumer. Also a useful word you see in the news a lot, for example. Shohi is to consume, but consumer in the sense of like we're all consumers if we buy things. Gijutsusha, engineer. Let's do it. Gijutsu is technology. Or it can be art as well, actually. So lots of different people. Henshusha, editor. This one you do see from time to time. Henshu, to edit. Clergyman, I don't see this one that much. Seishokusha. Koreisha, this one you do see though. Old person. Another thing you see in the news a lot, talking about how the population is aging. Daisansha, a third party or a third person. This one you do see a lot. Lots of sha. Shogai sha. This is actually very useful. Handicapped person. Shogai means like a handicap. And then sha, handicapped person. Check out the power of person. There's so many common words. Pedestrian walker. I feel like we maybe have enough for now. Misei nensha. Underage. Wakamono, young person. Hey, that's really common. So common we've learned it, as I thought we may have. Rodosha, employee, worker. This one is common too. So many words with sha. I never even thought about this before. Because like sha, when you get used to it, you just see it everywhere. You don't think about it that much. Shoshinsha, beginner, very useful. By the way, if there's any Shoshinsha for Japanese here, beginners, I do apologize if we're just going too crazy today. Keep in mind, we're just planting some seeds and just getting used to some of these words in kanji. In no way do I expect anyone to learn 200 words really well in one day. But you can plant 200 words in one day. That's what we're trying to do today. Yogisha, suspect, useful word. Earlier just saw Game Grammar playing Ace Attorney. They will see this word a lot, suspect. Yogi, to suspect. Yogisha, suspect as a person. I feel like we might have enough. Shisha, deceased. Shupansha, publisher. That one's actually pretty common. However, it's usually with sha for company. Darian, konnichiwa. Sekininsha, the person in charge. You get the idea. Giseisha. This one kind of goes with the other one, so let's add that. Victim. So we have suspect and victim. Yogisha. Suspect. Giseisha. Victim. Game Grammar. Raid. Arigato. Thank you very much for the Raid Game Grammar. Today we have a unique episode for anyone joining. I'm a Japanese teacher. My name is Akira Sensei. What we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
Today, though, we have a kind of crazy goal to learn 200 words in 200 minutes. The way we're doing that, we're using kanji as springboards. Triforce Tony, yokoso, Japanese Quest. So welcome everyone to Japanese Quest. The kitties are doing well. I can quickly show you the kitties here. Nope, they just ran away. But right now we're powering up with the power of... I didn't even know this going in, but we found some good words from your game. Do you see these words in Ace Attorney? Giseisha, victim. Earlier, Yogisha. That was the suspect. We're learning all the words related to this kanji. Person. Turns out there are a lot. Yami Phoenix, welcome. Yokoso, Japanese Quest. So really quickly, it's time to get hardcore. I'm putting my standing desk up. My Japanese standing desk. I guess it is made of bamboo, so it's kind of Japanese. So we're actually done with this game now. So we're going to go to our next game, Super Mario Odyssey. But let's really quickly check where our power level is. We're up to 1573. Let's make that power level go up. We learn words in Japanese Quest, our power level goes up. We learned a lot of words right there. We're going hard today. 200 words in one day. We have to make a big move because the goal this year is to get up to 2,000. Power level 2,000. So let's check it out. Here's the world of Japanese Quest.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is now 1573. All the words we learned so far have been unlocked in this world of Japanese Quest. Words like ken, we saw their sword. Words like yama, we looked at that kanji earlier, learned words from related to yama. Today we're looking at kanji and learning a whole bunch of words related to that kanji. In other words, if you have a kanji like yama, it can help you much more quickly to learn words related to mountains. So that is the goal today. Some power leveling. And the reason we're doing it partly is it's episode 200, so 200 words in 200 minutes. Partly also because right now, people are taking the JLPT test. They are going hard. So we've got to go hard too. So let's see. How many words have we learned today? Let's go to our list. So we're up to 1573. Let's highlight all of those, starting where we started today, which was back here. So let's copy. Let's see how many we have from the beginning. So we are now up to 101 words, or over 100. That's good. We got helped a lot with that last word. So we're up to 101 words. How many minutes are we up to? Let me count. We are up to 106 minutes. So we are almost on pace. So let's go back to our counter.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
101 words after 2 games. And then 106 minutes. So we're almost on pace. We can do this, everyone, I think. So the next game we're going to is, let's find, we have to think about what are the core kanji for this game. Mario, Super Mario Odyssey. And I need to switch cartridges here. So everyone in chat, think about what is this next game. Oh no, how can I even access this down here? Pulling these things out is kind of tricky. There we go. So Akira is my name, so we'll log in that way. So let's think about what kanji are core to the spirit of this game. Then we'll use those kanji as springboards. I am not using those. Please do not make me use those. Are they not letting me play this game? Oh good, I shook it. It seemed like it worked. I got scared for a second that they wouldn't let me do that. So yeah, unboxes, that's a good one to jump. Some good ideas there from Game Grammar as well. The kanji for hat, potentially, I see from Gray Stash. Man, I missed this game. I haven't played this for so long. This is maybe my... I kind of forget about it, but this is one of my favorite games for Switch, for sure. Okay, one kanji I had in mind. I forget how we can move around in this game. Check it out. See, we have the moon. You can actually go to a moon level in this game. However, if we learn the kanji for moon, where's the sun? We should do the sun as well. Unboxes, that's funny. It's a really, really good game. You should give it a try. Plus, you gather moons in the game. Why is there a moon here? Eh? Garakuta no ue. So on top of the rubble? I don't know why there's a moon there. Is that like a new moon now? I would have got that moon before for sure. So there's the sun. So we can have the kanji for sun and the kanji for moon. And I can tell you right now, without looking, there are a lot of words connected to the sun and the moon. So first let's look at the sun. And let's see what words we might learn off that word. So the way we do this, if on Jisho you put stars around a kanji or a word, you will then find words, any word that has that kanji in it. So let's take a look. So let's first look at it by itself. Wow, there's a ton of words with the sun. So hi, sun, or nichi. Let's look at the kanji details. Yeah, it's a great game, Unboxes. Ichi, ni, san, shi. So 3 strokes. So it means day, sun, Japan, the counter for days. So let's see how many words, new words we might find roughly in order of how common they are. Time to power up. So mainichi, every day. I'm going to say we've probably learned that. Let's make sure though. I'm 99% we've learned that. We have. So it's green, it means it's a duplicate. So let's find some fresh words. Kayobi, Tuesday, we've learned that. We've learned all the days of the week. So tanjobi, birthday, I'm not sure if we've learned that. So tanjo by itself means birth. Tanjobi, birthday. It's time to power up. Or not, because we learned that already too. Don't worry, we got more, less common words here, but still common. The days of the week. So Nikki, journal, I think we've learned that. Hizuke, date, I think we learned that, but I'm not sure. I'm 80% on this one. And I'm wrong. Hizuke, date. And kyo, today we've learned that. Ashita, tomorrow, we've learned that. Good review though. Kino, yesterday, we've learned that. Also good review. Ichinichi, so one day or all throughout the day. It's a useful word. So let's add that. It's time to power up with words involving the sun. Hatsuka, the 20th day of the month. Also a useful word that a lot of people don't remember because it's a different variant. The 20th, Hatsuka. So let's add that. Heijitsu, a weekday. So hei by itself means flat or peaceful. It's like a peaceful day is what? It's a weekday. Let's add that to our power level as well. Did a different variant there. Let's do heijitsu. Okay. Let's make our power levels go higher. So shuku means to congratulate or to celebrate. So a day where you celebrate is a holiday. Shukujitsu. Power levels rising quickly today. Hiyake, sunburn. So yake means to burn. Burn with the sun. Hiyake. Very useful word. If you want to not get sunburned, that is. So Nichi can be Sunday. Let's jump to the next one. More words. Unboxing says Tuesday is the most important day of the week. Why is that? And yeah, Nakamura, that is interesting. Taiyo, sun, does not involve that kanji. That is kind of interesting. Senjutsu, the other day, a few days ago. Useful word that you do see a lot. That I feel like it's easy to forget the meaning too. Nikko, sunlight. Look at how Mario's sleeping there with a bird on his face. Ah, yeah, interesting. Jisho put it on top. Strange that went first. So Nikko, sunlight. And by the way, that's using a kanji. We might look at it later. Hikari, light. So sun plus light equals sunlight. So Nichijo, everyday. There's an anime by this name you might know about. Talking about everyday situations, I guess. Very useful word. Here we have the day before yesterday. Ototoi, useful word. Not sure if we've learned it. Game grammar, Nichijo is amazing. The anime, you mean? Yeah, I've seen some of it. It did seem quite good. I didn't see that much. So he, sun. I'm going to say we've learned this, but let's just make 100% sure. Yep. Hizashi, this is a useful word. Sunlight, rays of the sun. So sashi by itself is to like, it can be to shine or to raise something. So hizashi, sunlight. So Gray says, game grammar, are you giving us homework? Alright, so where were we? So day means to come out. So what happens when the sun comes out? Sunrise. Hinode. Looking good. So powered by the sun and the moon, I think we probably will reach our goal today. So Nichiji, date and time. So Ji means time. Nichi means day. So date and time, Nichiji. So Yuhi, evening sun. Yu means night, the night sun. Yuhi, evening sun. As expected, there's a lot of words involving the sun in Japan. The sun is pretty popular in Japan. You can guess from it being in the word for Japan. Hikage, shade. So kage means shadow. So shade from the sun. Hikage, shade. So game grammar, what? You guys have homework? Yeah, I will agree with that, though. Language learning is certainly 80 to 90% what you do yourself. However, I hate the word homework, personally. Like, as a Japanese teacher, having taught school, I have a philosophy of no homework. Just because they have so much homework for every other class, I find homework... The word homework, as it relates to school, I find slightly evil. However, it shouldn't be work. It should be just fun. Just using the language for fun every day. Not homework, just using the language, having fun with the language. That's how I think of it anyway. Fun work, that's the way I think of it. So Rainichi, arriving in Nihon, in Japan. So Nichi can mean Japan. This is a word I feel like I see in the news a fair amount when politicians go to Japan, things like that. Exactly, home fun. Just the word homework, for me, has, I don't know, bad associations. I feel like generally less homework and more, doing what you want to do at home. And that, can still be learning. We might have about enough words for this one. I think we have learned this. Tsukihi would be a good transition. Tsukihi, time, the date. But yeah, we have learned that. Let's go back to the game for a moment. Power level is rising.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Generally, I don't like assigning homework. But, like Game Grammar said, using Japanese every day on your own time is really how you're going to learn the language, if you're serious about it. Because I'm used to way too much homework from school, I personally wouldn't call it homework, but it's completely fine to call it that. I mean, that's kind of what it is in a way. And I mean, in a sense, Game Grammar. It makes sense with the name Game Grammar to have a homework element. I've considered having homework for this stream as well. I just don't like the name homework. Okay, let's see if we can figure out how to go to the moon. Then we can learn things from the kanji for the moon. How do we move? I don't remember how to play this game. Yeah, we're hardcore here too. Game Grammar, Japanese Quest, we very much have similar goals. To teach Japanese the best that we can through Japanese video games, mainly. And we're going hard today as well, learning 200 words from games. You don't really give people homework? Yeah, I didn't know if you gave them homework today or joked about it. But I've actually considered doing homework. Or, I wouldn't call it homework. I'd call it more quests. And by the way, does anyone know how to operate this giant hat? How do we get to the moon? So giving people quests of different things to do in Japanese, possibly in games, I have thought about doing before. Ah, yeah. So really, to me, that's more of a quest. Meaning, fun homework, I guess. How do we operate this hat? I'm serious. Does anyone know how to operate this hat? Shoutage yokozo. Japanese quest to it. Throw your hat. Ah, right. How do you throw your hat? There we go. Hoka no kuni ni iku. Would you like to go to a different country? Iku. Hai. Let's go. It's been so long since I played this game. I'm actually quite good at this game, but let's see, they're all different countries. Kuni. You see this kanji each time? Kuni. Speaking of that kanji, maybe let's learn that kanji first. No, I feel like we're kind of running out. Let's just go to the moon. We're running a bit lower on time. Yeah, we will collaborate someday. Game Grammar and Japanese Quest. Because for the past couple years, I mean, we're really the only groups that do what we do. Teaching Japanese through Japanese games, and that's all we do. So it's only natural that someday we'll collaborate in some way. Exactly what form that will take, I'm not entirely sure. So we are now on the moon. Are, mite yo. Take a look at that. すごくエネルギーを感じる。行ってみよう. So I feel like a lot of energy. Let's go take a look. What? I don't understand what's going on, because didn't we already beat this game? Check it out, the gravity. You can really jump in this place. So let's learn words related to the moon, because we are on the moon. It's a key kanji to this game. We learned words about the sun. We can see the sun there. So let's learn words related to the moon. Hopefully in a place we're not going to be attacked by a giant octopus. Oh no! Maybe we should learn words related to death. Shi. There would be a lot. Okay. So let's go back here. So we had words related to the sun. Let's try the moon. That could be a good one, Nakamura. Tsuki, moon. Let's see how many words we have that have the moon in them. 477 words. First one, Monday, Getsuyobi. We have learned that. Tsuki, moon, we have learned that. Sengetsu, last month. This we probably have not learned. Let's learn it. And we had Senjitsu here. So that's kind of a nice transition. If we had Senjitsu the other day, Sengetsu last month. Best word? We'll see if we get to it, but I'm not sure if we will add that, however, game grammar. I'm not sure if that's a very common word for us. Look at Mario sleeping here on the moon. Okay, Laigetsu next month. Don't think we've learned that. Let's add that to our power level as well. See, if you know a kanji and you learn words related to that kanji, your power level can go up quite quickly in Japanese. Kongetsu, this month. So yeah, this is what Game Grammar was writing there. But it's usually written with either this kanji or kana. So we're not going to add that. Mangetsu, full moon, that's a good one. But yeah, Game Grammar, if you want to explain more about that, by all means. So month after next, Sarai gets it. So adding sa makes it twice. So 2 months ahead. So we looked at that before. So monthly salary, this kanji and word Q means your wages or salary. So monthly salary. Gekyu. Getsumatsu, the end of the month. Matsu means the end. So we're seeing mostly a lot of things about the month, not the moon so much. But of course the moon's related to the month. Seinen Gappi. So your birth date. Nengappi by itself means date. Just year, month, day. Let's add that one actually. Nengappi, date. So tsukihi, time. I believe we learned that one. We looked at it earlier, I think. So geppu, monthly installment for payments. Don't think we need that word. You can see it's a bit more uncommon. Tsukinami, every month, or commonplace. This word I do see a lot, though. For something that's common or trite. Oh, what did I just do there? Tsukinami. Power level is rising with the power of the moon. Gesha, monthly tuition fee. Again, I don't feel like we need a lot of words about fees. So how many months is kagetsu? The counter for months. Yeah, that's a good one to add, I think, actually. Maitsuki, every month. Also useful. Like Mainichi is every day. Maitsuki, every month. Hitotsuki, 1 month. See, it's all adding kanji that you already know together. To just pick some of these low-hanging fruit. Game Grammar, what words are you getting into now? Shogatsu, New Year. That's a very useful word in Japan. The New Year is a big holiday. We're getting closer to our 200 goal. So 200, word 200 we already have. If we reach 200, what do we get? Profit. Rieki. So we're getting closer now to our goal. 1672. We just need to fill in this gap. Trimbo, konnichiwa. So why are we learning 200 words in 1 day and 200 minutes? I don't know. We learn this, we learn this, we learn this. Then for some reason, profit. That's why. We're filling in this gap so we can remember what our goal is. If we get there, we will unlock profit. I thought this was non-profit. Well, maybe not once we unlock profit. I don't know. Like ideally, both Game Grammar and Japanese Quest, if we made massive profits with our channels, in an ideal world, that would be a good thing because then dozens of more people would be teaching Japanese the way we are. So ideally, if we unlock profit, that'd be a good thing. Like, some serious profit. We'll see. It's possible. So Shogatsu, New Year, we have that. Ruvari, exactly, that's what we're doing. Except, instead of just 2, it's 1, 200 words we're learning. And then profit. So that's what's happening today. But I can't waste time doing this or we will not make our goal. Okay, so where were we? Ah, this is a cool one. Lunar eclipse. Eating the moon is a lunar eclipse. Geshoku. We may have learned this one, though. No, we didn't. Interesting. So imagine someone eating the moon, creating a lunar eclipse. So Game Grammar says, I've said this before, but research has in fact shown that something to Kira raises your Japanese skill. Yeah, I think it's true of Game Grammar as well. Mikazuki, a new moon or crescent moon. This is actually a useful word. So imagine a moon where it's only 3 days old. Nika means 3 days. The 3rd day of the month. So we see lots of different months here. We don't need all of those months, but you get the idea. Gatsu can mean month. It's true, if people sub to both of us, they can go from N5 to N3 or N3 to N1 very quickly with that strat. Tsukizuki, every month. Saigetsu, time. Geshu. I feel like we maybe have enough for a month now. For now. We got this one. Date, Nengappi. Hangetsu, half moon. Let's do that one. Because we don't have that many about the moon itself. Hangetsu. Han means half, of course. Just looking at the comments. Ah, we have sunlight. Let's get moonlight too. Get coal. Viewing the moon, that's kind of cool. So miru, to view. Tsukimi, viewing the moon. Kind of what we're doing right now in Super Mario Odyssey. Tsukiyo, moonlit night. So I think this is probably enough for moon. So someone said hat. I'm not sure how many kanji or words there are involving hat. However, we do a lot of running in this game. So how about the kanji for run? Anyone know the word for to run in Japanese? Let's take a look. Yeah, Crank has it. Hashiru, to run. Let's just look at that kanji. Red 8, nicely done. Gare has it as well. Gare, good to see you. Red 8, Crank, everyone. Good to see you. Oh, nice. Yokoso, Japanese Quest away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. So before we run, I need a drink of water, because running is serious. Let's look at these words for to run. I'll be right back. I'm going to run around my apartment quickly. Got to move around, get ready to run. We will power up with the power of running. To do that, we must all run. So if you're listening to this chat right now, quickly run around your apartment or wherever you are so you can unlock all these words at the level of the mind and the body. What am I talking about? Sometimes I don't even know anymore, but that's what makes it so fun. You follow your instincts. Hide the cat to move the furniture? I think they're sleeping somewhere now. Because I don't see them. Okay, here we go. Hashiru, to run. We've learned that word. Let's keep going. So flight, desertion, escape, Toso. Power level is rising. So the first one means nigeru, to run away. So running away plus run. Toso, flight, escape. So running a wheeled vehicle or running to a program job, etc. So-called. Let's not add that word. It's not moving me. So runner for a base runner. Sosha. I don't feel like I see that one that much either. This one though I do. Kyoso, race. Useful word. The first kanji, of course, means to compete with or a contest. So a running contest is a race. Kyoso. Gochiso is a feast or gochiso sama deshita. You've probably heard before. Interesting that uses to run. Let's keep going. Runaway. Rafael Braga has summoned a dragon. We are powering up right now. This dragon is helping us do that. Your end level just went up by 1, according to Game Grammar anyway. So runaway. Good timing too, because the JLPT test is happening right now. So kaso. Kaso means like glide. So where do you glide and land on a road? That's a runaway. Kasoro. Hashiridasu, to begin to run. Let's learn that as well. And again, I use the word learn, but really we're just planting seeds. If you are new to Japanese, it's not realistic to learn all these words this minute. However, planting seeds, that's a possibility. Plant these seeds somewhere deep in your subconscious. If you water these seeds by exposing yourself to Japanese every day, watching Game Grammar, watching Japanese Quest, reading Japanese, watching other Japanese media, then you can water these seeds. They can grow up to a beautiful forest inside your mind. Kanji today are the seeds. Well, kanji in words, I guess. Here we go. So we have that word. Here's a good one. Escape, the first kanji. To escape from, to get rid of. So dasso, escape, flight. Similar to the other one we looked at. Yeah, Game Grammar, check them out. They're right above you. Awesome channel. Click on them. Follow them. Game Grammar also teaches Japanese through Japanese games. They're also a Japanese teacher, so check out Game Grammar. Follow them. They hosted us and they're awesome. And someday we will join forces in some way. So Hashiri running. Dokuso running alone. These ones I don't feel like I see that much. This one's kind of interesting though. Running high jump. Hashiri, taka, tobi. Combining jumping, combining high, combining running. Mario does a lot of that, so let's add that one. The running high jump. Sorry, I missed it in chat. What are people saying there? You heard it here first. Yeah, useful for the Olympics as well, it's true. Racehorse, kyosoba, just adding ba for horse to the word we saw before. Yeah, why not? Let's add that since we've learned the other word. Let's reinforce it with this word too. So kyoso, race, kyosoba, racehorse. Boso, acting reckless, behaving recklessly. This is a word you see a lot in games and things. A lot of reckless characters. Thank you, Crank. What did Crank say I missed? Did they follow you? Hopefully they followed you and other people can follow you too, because us Japanese teachers gotta support each other. There aren't that many on Twitch. In fact, the only two channels dedicated to Japanese teaching, I believe, are Game Grammar and Japanese Quest. Cool. Yep, that is what we do. I'd say their focus is a little bit more on grammar, although we focus on grammar too. Our focus is a little more on vocab, although they focus on vocab as well. So really, the focus might be a bit different, but the goal is the same. Japanese teaching in the most kind of interesting and fun and useful way possible. With video games as well, since this is Twitch after all. So where were we? Running long jump. We got running high jump. We gotta do running long jump. So we have running high jump, running long jump. The difference is just one kanji. Taka for height, haba for width. So we have kaso for gliding. We saw that before in the runway, so let's learn that too. Add that to our runway. Where is our runway? There we go. Kaso, kasoro. We like to put related words next to each other. So entering a race, I don't think we need that. Ah, yeah. Game Grabber did mention this one, so I want to learn this one too. Sprinting, dashing, shiso. It's not marked as common, but it is Wanikani level 54. Let's trust Wanikani and Game Grammar and learn this word too. And personally, I can say, I can vouch for this word. I see it quite a bit. Shiso, sprint. Yeah, I agree. Cool, let's go back to the game. Power level is now 16, 19. So let's see, we are getting close to our goal of 1672. I feel like this is enough words for this game. So let's highlight all these words. See how many words we have so far. We started down here. So let's see, how far are we? We were up to 101 before this Mario game. Now we are up to 147. So let's go back to our main screen.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
Words today, we are up to 147. And minutes, we are up to... The math is getting trickier. I think we're up to 145 minutes. Which means we have caught up for the first time. Our words are ahead of our minutes. We are on track for our goal of 200 words in 200 minutes. I kind of thought at the speed we could go, it would be close enough that we could try for this goal. And it seems like that was correct. So let's go back now to the first game we ever played on Japanese Quest for this special episode. Back to the beginning, the source. Xenoblade 2. So let's think about the core kanji in this game, Xenoblade 2. Power level must go up. Game grammar, yeah, I know, but the way I was doing it for today, I didn't feel like messing around with that. Some interesting suggestions I see in chat. Not sure how many words we'd have off that though, Jahani, but good suggestions. Yeah, it still says Breath of the Wild. Oops, I forgot to switch games to Odyssey. Let's switch games to at least Xenoblade now, though. So let's switch our game here. There we go. Thanks for reminding me. And yeah, Game Grammar Ken we actually did already when we played Breath of the Wild. So we did Sword. Good idea, though. So I saw a good one from Unboxed, Kokoro. That could be a good one. How exactly does Kokoro relate, though? We talk about a lot about in this game Kizuna, like the connection between characters, because you have Kizuna Toku. What other kanji? I had a couple in mind. Yeah. Okay. Some were mentioned earlier. But this one has a lot of possibilities. Yeah, there's lots of heart-to-heart. True. Yeah, you know what? I like your suggestion. I didn't think of that one, but let's go with that. Let's go to our power-up screen. I feel like heart kokoro is good. Let's do it. Because really it is about finding the heart of this game, and I feel like hearts and minds, it is a big part of this game. And there are a lot of words using this kanji. And in general, in games, often the good ones, emotion is at the core of it, so you'll see this kanji a lot. So kokoro, mind, heart, we've learned that. Shinzo, heart, this is like the organ heart. Pretty sure we've learned that. Let's see. Wow, we have not. Shinzo, heart. So the heart in your body is Shinzo. The second kanji means like organ, basically. So your heart organ. Chushin, center. That's one word we learned from this game, I think. So let's keep going. Anshin, peace of mind. Pretty sure we learned that. Let's make sure we did. No, we did not. Let's double check on Chushin then. Because I'm wrong on that. I could be wrong on this. Because the center of this world is the world tree. So I believe we learned center at that time. What? Why is that not there? I'm confused. Is the green thing working? I could have sworn we learned Chushin. No, you know what? I think that this is one that we didn't learn even though we talked about. It fell through the cracks. So good word. Chushin, center. Ryoshin, conscious. Good word. So Ryo means good. So your good heart means your conscience. All right, let's keep going. Shimpai, to worry. We have to have learned that. Yes, we did. Very common word. Very useful word. Keshin, determination. Good word that we probably haven't learned. Yeah, crank, that is a good one. Yeah, Jahani, yeah, that I knew where you're coming from. That's one of the big lines in this game that gets a lot of laughs. Watashi no mune ni te o. Neshin, so enthusiastically, to be kind of passionate about something. This I think we did learn, actually. Yep. Kanshin, interest, concern, that's a very useful word that I'm almost certain we have not learned. So to care about something, you can say, yeah, these are all long, but basically, kanshin ga aru, if you're concerned or interested about something. Sentence searches can be useful as well. Sentence searches. Japanese is difficult. English is difficult too. So kanshin, being impressed. So different kanji you can see as the first kanji. Shinri, state of mind, mentality, psychology, very useful word. If you're into psychology especially. Kind of surprised we didn't learn that. Yojin, care, precaution, guarding. Very useful word. To be careful about something. Yeah, this is a good suggestion. Kokoro. There's just so many words using this heart kanji. It's a very simple kanji too. So how far are we now? We're getting closer to filling that gap. Let's do a few more for heart. Kokoroeru, to be informed, to have thorough knowledge. And two word, yeah, let's do it. That's a useful word. Shinshin, mind and body. I really like that word because you have the kanji for body plus the kanji for heart. Put them together. What do you have? Mind and body. Kushin, pains, hard work. I don't see that one that much. Let's keep going. Toshin, city center. I do see this one quite a bit. Let's learn that. The center of a city. The first kanji, of course, city. Yashin, ambition. Or sinister designs, sinister ambition. Unboxer says, do you know if you can add an existing Anki deck with CSV import? Yeah, you can. I mean, I can update my thing. The Anki deck probably should be updated. You don't need to put all these in by hand. Please don't. You can update them from, what I do it is from like just a text document with tabbed elements. I'm not sure to do it more complicated than that, but that's how I do it with just 3 fields. So Yashin, ambition. Oh yeah, got it. That's a good one. Let's maybe add that just for our last one. These are all good words, though. It's hard not to add more. Let's add this one, too. Kanjin, essential, important. This is a good word. People taking the N1 test right now, or even N2, I bet, might see this word. Kanjin, essential. Let's type in Gare's suggestion, Yojinbo. So Yojinbo, bodyguard, common word. By the way, there's a movie called Yojinbo, classic film that I recommend. It was the source for the Clint Eastwood film Fistful of Dollars, which led to Good, the Bad, and the Ugly as well. Cool, we can add that there. Next kanji, let's think about it.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
So one we talked about. So this character's name here, you can see her name is Hikari. You can imagine her light magic. I don't know, I guess she's shooting like light beams out of her eyes. So let's learn some words related to light. Also a keyword for this game. Character, after all, she is named Light. Hikari means light. Moksha says, I want to add all these words, but I definitely want to do it without completely replacing my old deck. Ah, yeah, okay. Well, if you added them to a spreadsheet or to a text document, you could add them. You can batch add. With your abilities, I'm guessing you could figure that out, but I Googled it to figure it out when I did it. Let's see. I think there's a video explaining it. So Hikari. light. So let's look at words that involve light. If I can only write another star here. So let's power up now with the power of light. We're powering up at the speed of light. I see a good word from game grammar. Not sure if we'll learn that because it's not a common word so much. But senko, like a flash or a glint of light. Kanko, sightseeing, very useful word. Hikari by itself we have learned. Sightseeing we have not. Very useful word there. Kosen, a beam of light. Sen means like a line, so imagine a line or a beam of light. Back to Xenoblade Scar, good to see you. For our 200 episode, we're back to the beginning, powering up with words related to the kanji that are core to this game. This strangely might seem weird, but this is a very common word in Japan because there's many fluorescent lights in Japan. So keikoto is actually very useful. Or at least if you read, you'll see it all the time. I do anyway. Kotaku is like the glossy finish or brilliance. Taku by itself can kind of be like that kind of like gloss or finish. As you can see, it also can mean swamp. Ah, Natsumi, konnichiwa. A raiding party of 132, sugoi. Raid, arigato. Thank you very much for the raid. What we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. I'm a Japanese teacher. My name is Akira Sensei. So today is a bit unusual. We're going back to the games
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his
that we
power
haven't
level?
played for a while. Normally what we do, we run around in the game, we play the game, but the big thing we do that's different is we learn from the game. Power level goes up as we learn Japanese words. That is what we do. Right now, our power level is 1574. That power level will go up. So basically, we started with Xenoblade 2, and now we're back to Xenoblade 2. You can see Video Game Japan. As we travel through Video Game Japan, we also travel through a different Japan. Japanese language Japan. So as we level up, as we travel through different games, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. That's what we do every day on Japanese Quest. So if you're into that, if you're learning Japanese from a rogue Japanese teacher I have taught high school Japanese, I've translated Japanese. We travel through Japanese games, and eventually the hope is to get all the way up to Hokkaido, all the way up to N1 in Japanese, learning words, learning grammar from the game.
Vegeta, what does
At
the
least that
scouter
is the
say
goal.
about his power level?
Today, though, we're kind of on the clock. We have 200 minutes to learn 200 words from Japanese games. This is episode 200. It's a special episode. So will we do it? I don't know, but let's try. So back to our power level up screen, you can see Goku leveling up right now. Animal, yokoso. Minna, yokoso. Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. So where were we? Our power level right now is right here. We're at 1637. The goal is to get to 1672 because that will be 200 words. And what do we get if we get there? Profit. The word for profit. Dieki, profit. So all these words we've got to learn first. So where are we? We learned the word for fluorescent lamp. Lots of words related to the kanji for light. So let's go back. So kotaku, brilliance, polish, luster. So here you have the kanji for light. Check it out. It kind of looks like light. And the second kanji can mean kind of like polish. So put them together. Press C using the Rikai-kun plugin on Google. Add that to our power level as well. And when you do this, learning a lot of words related to one kanji, that kanji will be deeply embedded within your mind. And then it makes learning more words much more easy. So this turned green, meaning we learned this already. Hikaru, to shine, so we will not learn that now, but good review. So again, welcome everyone to Japanese Quest. Thank you for the host, but if I focus too much on talking about the host, we will not reach our goal, because right now we have not that much time left. So here's a really good word too. Koke, scene, spectacle. Look at all these new party members, sugoi. So K by itself means scenery, view. Add it with light, koke, scene, spectacle, very useful word. So you can see common word, N3 word. By the way, people right now are taking this test. JLPT is a test 1 time a year, and just it so happens that right now, that test is going on right now. In places like Chicago, that's where I took it. How much time do we have left? We have about an hour, no, about 30 minutes left. So we are in the home stretch. So Nikko, sunlight, the kanji for sun plus the kanji for light is sunlight, but I think we learned that earlier because we did use the kanji for sun earlier. Mysterious plateau. Welcome, we now have a mysterious plateau in our party. That's very good. Kogaku, optics, the study of light. So let's add that to our power level. We are now unlocking the power of light. Let's make this power level go up. Ooh, this is a good one. So again, yoku means to bathe. So nikko yoku, sunbathing. So we have sunlight bathing. Earlier we added forest bathing. Shinrin yoku. So now we have sunbathing, and way back here earlier, the beginning of stream, we had forest bathing. Shinrin yoku. So now we have 2 good kinds of bathing. If you're into bathing, I recommend both. So here we have, these are a bit more rare words, so let's maybe not add these ones. This one, though, is quite useful. Honor, glory, koe. Power level is rising. And this, in a similar vein, eiko, glory. In fact, it's the same kanji, just reversed. So you have koe, honor. You have eiko, glory. They're both common. Let's add both. Why not? We have to reach our goal after all. Sometimes, if you just switch the kanji order, you have another word that's very similar, but maybe is a little bit different depending on context. Game Grammar. You're in Switzerland. You don't have sun anymore? Eh. So we have sunshine, yoko. We have moonlight. We learned this before. Gekko. Let's move to a different word.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising. Let's make that updated, actually. So our power level currently is 1643. Let's make that power level go up. We are almost to our goal. We have how many more words? 1643. So 40, 50, 60, 70. So we need roughly 30 more words. And we have almost 30 minutes. So it's almost perfect.
Vegeta, what
So we have
does the
30 minutes to
scouter
learn
say his power
about
level?
30 more words. Let's update our words up there. So roughly, we have about 170 words now. And we're at roughly 170 minutes. I believe. Okay. So back to the game of Xenoblade. What other kanji form the core of this game? That's the question for chat. If you've played this game, if you thought about this game, what kanji or what ideas form the core of this game? We need 1 or 2 more kanji, and then learn words based on those. Today what we're doing, we're using kanji as springboards. Imagine Sonic. You have a springboard here. And then using this spring, with kanji. You have kanji here. We can jump off into this tree maybe to all these different words related to that kanji. And the idea is to show people how you can learn words quickly. If you know a kanji, it can be pretty quick to learn a lot of words related to that kanji. So what words was I thinking of for this game? So big themes in this game are senso, war, heiwa, peace. Also, you might say fire. We could do the kanji for fire. Anyone know the kanji for fire or war or peace? And yeah, possibly that one too, Unboxious. Yeah, Blade, we actually already did the kanji for sword when we played Breath of the Wild. Ken was the kanji for sword. By the way, normally we play the games more and we break down the dialogue and learn in context from the game. Today's a bit different just for people watching. If you're into that kind of content, learning in context from games, I'm a Japanese teacher, and that's what we do every time here on Japanese Quest. So welcome, DX Mikey, Yokoso, Japanese Quest to it. So yeah, good suggestions. So the other main character in this game, her name is Pyra in English. Her Japanese name is Homura, which means flames. And so fire is a big part of this game. Why don't we do the kanji for fire? Rassler, konnichiwa. Welcome. So it's time for our power level to go up. How far can fire take us is the question. So on Jisho, great dictionary online, if you put stars around the kanji, you can see all the words using that kanji. So let's see all the words using fire. It's time for fire on Japanese Quest. Leveling up with the power of fire. Unboxious, yeah, we could do both. Let's start with just fire. Gray Stash. Bitto. Arigato. Yeah, we're very close to getting our goal. We've got a little time. I actually still think we have 30 minutes. I was a bit off. So we have 30 kanji, 30 minutes starting now. So we can see fire. So the cool thing on this site too, if you look at the kanji, you can see how to write it. Ichi, ni, san, shi, 4 strokes. So let's see kanji involving the kanji for fire. The first one is Tuesday, the day of fire, kayobi. Doesn't it make Tuesday sound more exciting to have fire involved in it? Here we go. So conflagration, fire, kasai, so like a fire, disaster, the kanji for disaster plus fire is like a fire as a disaster. There we go. Very useful word. So this we have learned. Volcano. We saw it earlier because we learned from this kanji. Mountain. Kazan. Volcano. Literally fire mountain. Hanabi. Fireworks. So this is one actually we were going to learn because we had a bounty list. But since we see it here, let's just add it. So hana, flower plus fire. What do you get when you add flower plus fire? Fireworks is the answer. By the way, there's a great movie, a Yakuza movie by Kitano Takeshi called Fireworks. Highly recommended. Hanabi, Fireworks. Also a great movie if you're into Yakuza movies. Check it out. So funka, eruption. So for a volcano, for example, the first kanji means to erupt or to emit. So funka, eruption, useful word. I can't believe we're actually going to make our goal of 200 words in 200 minutes. I didn't think we would. This format is not something we'll do a lot, but perhaps once in a great while, this kind of works. What do you feel like in chat? Does this kind of work, or is it simply, is everyone's brain exploding? I feel like it's kind of nice looking at a lot of words with the same kanji, getting a feel of it from many different angles. Yeah, possibly. At the most, I'd say every 100. At the most. Although I don't think we can learn 300 kanji in 300 minutes. So kaji, fire. Yeah, the cool thing on Bakshis, you start to realize doing an exercise like this, words and kanji, they really start to... It becomes a cycle where they all really help you. They help each other. It becomes a synergy. They all kind of reinforce each other. So kaji, fire. So each word you add, it starts getting easier and easier. A bit overwhelmed, but it's fun. And yeah, that's fine if people are overwhelmed. Just kind of relax. You don't have to learn the words. Just kind of plant seeds, get used to patterns, and then kind of get used to it. So we learned this already. So kanji for fire plus kanji for star. The fire star, kase, Mars. We learned that already. Interesting. Kotatsu is the table with an electric heater on it that often you hide under during the winter in Japan. But usually it's not using the kanji for fire. You can see a different kanji here. Ah, Zetsuen, welcome. So let's keep going. Boka, fire prevention. The first kanji there, to ward off, to defend from fire. Boka. Yeah, once in a while exploding your brain in a good way, I think can be healthy. You can work really hard and have fun. You can study something really hard and have fun. That's what we try to do here on Japanese Quest. And if Game Grammar's still here, that's what they do too. Check them out. Follow them. By the way, can someone do the Game Grammar command? Because Game Grammar's awesome. People should follow Game Grammar too, since they hosted us as well. They do the same thing we do in a lot of ways, teaching Japanese every time through Japanese games. We have a command for Game Grammar. Exclamation point, Game Grammar. Could someone do that command, please? Arigato. So there's the Game Grammar if anyone wants to check them out, follow them. They are awesome. We'd like to support all Japanese teachers on Twitch. There's mainly 2 of them that are active every stream, teaching every time. So this one's cool. Hibana, spark. Because if you notice, it's just switching the kanji from fireworks. So you have hanabi, fireworks, and then hibana for spark. Flower first, fireworks, flower second, sparks. If you think about it, sparks can look kind of like a flower. Hibana, cool word, useful word. So shitabi, burning low. The first kanji, of course, the kanji for low or below. So low fire, you can imagine. The cool thing about kanji, when you start looking at all these, you can imagine it. It's very image focused, unlike words. So as you learn each of these words, you can kind of imagine this kanji, this fire, doing different things, getting low, making sparks, fireworks, like flowers, all these images kind of mixed together, in my mind at least. So we have... this is a cool one. So this kanji is medicine, or it can mean gunpowder. So fire plus medicine, or powder. Kayaku, gunpowder. Galen, yokoso. Japanese Quest to it. Power level is rising. We're getting closer to filling the gap with the power of fire. Yeah, good question. Game Grammar answered it. Thank you for answering it. So we can keep moving forward. Ooh, takibi, open air fire. Not so common, so I'm not going to add it. But good words, all. Someone also mentioned double fire. If you have the kanji for fire on top of the kanji for fire, you have a new kanji. Which is also key to this game. So we have flame. What happens when you have 2 fires? You have a flame. So hono, we've learned that already, but let's see words involving that. So one cool thing about this kanji, it can mean like inflammation, like a medical inflammation. So, for example, your lungs being inflamed is called what? Pneumonia. So let's learn that. Of course, the first kanji is high, lungs. Speaking of lungs, if we've not learned lungs by itself, let's add that. Have we learned lungs? Let's just type that in. We've not, so let's just keep that there. That can be a space. High lungs, high-end pneumonia. Here we have ensho, inflammation. So sho means like an illness. Yeah, did you know that it was like involved the kanji for flame when you had pneumonia? Kind of makes pneumonia sound cooler. So we have kanen, hepatitis. We probably don't need that, but the first kanji here is liver. Kimo, liver. So your inflammation of your liver. Like, to be honest, all these titles help me. Like, I don't even really know exactly what some of these medical terms are in English. But if you just add inflammation to all these different body parts, Japanese can be easier than English in some cases. So, ensho, going up in flames, or enjo, rather. So, jo means up, enjo. So, imagine up in flames. Let's copy that. By the way, yeah, someone asked before, this is just a tool, Rikai-kun. It's a Google plugin. If you press C, you copy it. You can add it to our spreadsheet, make our power level go up. So where were we? These are a bit more rare, you can see, because they're not labeled common. Ah, this one. Right now, there's a lot of protests going on in some places of the world, so this could be a good one. Cayenne bean. Molotov cocktail. Bin is a bottle. So it's essentially just a flaming bottle. Speaking of bin, though, we probably didn't add that yet either. Some of these words we should add if we don't have them in the first place. Okay, that looks good. So another key word for this game. Let me check my targets quick. You can't see it, but I can see it on the side of my screen there. So war and peace. Or possibly God or the sea. I'm going to have chat vote. What do you vote for? The ocean? Umi? Or God? Kami-sama? Kami? Or senso? War? Or heiwa? Peace? To close this out, which kanji should we look at? So someone says Umi, let's go Umi. I kind of feel like Umi is a good call. Let's go with Umi since we saw that first. And yeah, it will give you a lot of words. Cool, let's go Umi. And Unboxious, good suggestion. We can do it some other time. But to get our goal, let's go for Umi. The good thing about this one, it's one word that you often see. It's kind of core to Japan and this game because you have Cloud Sea, a sea of clouds. Okay, so Umi, sea, we've learned already. Kaigan, beach. So Kishi can also mean the shore. So you have the kanji for shore plus the kanji for sea. Kaigan, beach, very useful word. Kaigai, foreign, abroad. Also useful for all of us who are, in fact, abroad. In other words, not in Japan is often how you'll see it. Here we have tsunami. Usually, though, we don't use that kanji there. You can see different kanji here. Tsunami, tidal wave. So here we have kaiun, military, transport. So un means to move. I don't see that word that much, though. Let's keep going. Ooh, we've been doing a lot of different kinds of bathing, though. Yoku, to bathe. So bathing in the ocean, swimming in the ocean. Kaisui yoku. We need the trilogy, the bathing trilogy today. We have Shinrin yoku, forest bathing. We had, what was it? Nikko yoku, sunbathing. Now we have Kaisu yoku, sea bathing. We got the trilogy, the bathing trilogy. Let's keep going. So, kokai, voyage, useful word. One you might see on One Piece, etc. Anything involving pirates or sailing. We have kaikyo, a channel or a strait. Might sound kind of random, but you do see this word a lot. So let's add it. This one too, kairyu. So ryu by itself means a current or a style. So the current of the ocean, kairyu, ocean current. Yeah, that's the fun of it. Kanji have many different readings. But if you learn a lot of words like this, you'll realize it's not as hard as you might think. It becomes kind of intuitive as you just learn the words one by one. So kaiyo, ocean. I think the word for ocean is in order. Ooh, we're getting close. Check it out. We're at the home stretch. How much time do we have left? By my watch, we have 13 minutes left. No. 18 minutes left. So we're good for time. We're going to make it, I think. So kaibatsu, height above sea level. And one word, common word. I do see that word, so I do want to add it. It might seem kind of random. However, it is useful. Kaido, sea route. Ro means path. We saw that before. Let's add that too. We're getting close. Hokkaido. Ooh, do we not have Hokkaido? We gotta add Hokkaido. I went to Hokkaido a bit ago. Highly recommend going there if you never have. So these last two words, I actually want to leave for the other suggestion we have. Since we have time, let's check out the kanji for war. I don't know if we'll ever do this again, so I don't care if we need to go back to it. Yeah, let's check out senso. So this is the kanji. This is the word for war. Senso. Let's just go with the first one for now. So we have senso, war, common word. But you also have sento, battle. So let's add that. Oh wow, we've learned that already, so that's not fair game. Good review though. So senjutsu, tactics, jutsu, means like the technique or art of war. In this case of war. By itself can mean art or technique. So senjutsu, let's add that. Sakusen, strategy, I think we have learned that. Tatakao, to fight, I'm pretty sure we have learned that. Tatakai, battle. Taisen, a great war. Chosen, a challenge. That's quite a useful word, actually. Wow, we've learned that already. Surprising. So we have war, military strength, senryoku. Not sure if we've learned that. We have not. See if we can get a couple more to finish. Haisen, defeat in war, losing a war. The first kanji, hai, means defeat, to lose. One more and we reach our goal. We unlock all the profit. Ryeki, profit. Yeah, and Bakchis, you were right. We did have that. Yeah, for the comment there with the different readings. It seems tricky, but if you learn each word as its own unit, it's much easier than if you start with a kanji. Like, look at all those different readings. Sen, ikusa, tatakao, and it goes on. Like, learning all of those, you'll never remember all of them. So research has shown that if you just learn each reading as it comes in the context of different words, it actually becomes pretty natural. So don't just look at the kanji and think of a bunch of readings. Just learn words. And then realize that kanji lends its meaning to each word. And it has different readings. A few different common readings, possibly. So Sengo, post-war period. And we have reached it. 200 words. And we still have how much time left? Still 15 minutes, 14 minutes left. So we've reached our goal. Yatta!
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
And yeah, there are some exceptions, of course. Power level. Whoa. We have reached our goal. Yatta! Anyone who has the, we have an emoji for Yatta. Now is the time to use it. I must find our emoji. I cannot believe it, actually. We reached our goal with time to spare. Time to spare. So now is the time to get yatta. Which means yay, by the way, up in the chat. We have done it. I think it is time to find that character. Review time. Review time. That makes some sense. So we can review our journey. And, yeah. Anyone quick who has any questions? This could be a good time to ask, too. I feel like a bit of a rest before a review might be in order. So this is the game we started in Japanese Quest. I taught for 2 years in Japan. I'm a Japanese teacher in the US as well. Have a Japanese teaching license for K through 12. And I've also translated professionally Japanese. So any questions, feel free to ask questions. We reached our goal, 200 words in 200 minutes, so let's update that counter at the top. Honestly, I can't believe we didn't make it. I thought we might not. But somehow we did make it. So 200 words. And our minutes are still at like 188. So we made it with some time to spare. So Gray Stash, what's your question? For the Google Doc, how do I make the column B with the hiragana a bit bigger? Some of the words are cut off. I'm not sure. Can you change it or can only I change it? I'm not sure about that. Yeah, it's been almost 2 years since we started Xenoblade 2. Almost 2 years. 200 episodes, almost 2 years. I kind of like cutting it off, to be honest, for the way I display it on stream, simply because I want to be able to see all the fields. That's why it's relatively narrow. It's for displaying on my stream. I can see why you want to switch it for yourself, though. Yeah, anyone who you can make your own copy and change it that way, just copy and paste. It's quite easy to just update it. So good questions. We've used a lot of spreadsheets. The main one is for power level. Speaking of power level, our power level is now 200 higher. 1672. Let's make that power level go up. Yatta. So power level is now 1672 and rising. For one single stream, by far, this is the most our power level has ever gone up. To be honest, as a teacher, I thought it would be kind of too much, but I think it was worth doing. Even as a teacher, I kind of feel like I got kind of closer to the heart of some of these kanji in a weird way, and these games in a weird way during the stream. So I feel like it worked. What time are you free to record a podcast? Game Grammar says. Yeah, we could do a podcast sometime. Game Grammar, again, check out their channel. They recently did a podcast with someone currently living and working in Japan. So they're thinking of doing like a question and answer podcast with me sometime. It could be kind of a dual interview. Yeah, sometimes with vocab, sometimes with kanji, it helps just to go head in. I feel like to end this this hype, we gotta fight this guy and die. This seems like the right thing to do. Like, we've earned this. We've earned this battle. We've earned this hero's death after learning all those kanji. Somehow I thought it would last a bit longer. No, you can get higher. Our level... No, it can go, I think, 99. So to review, we learned a lot of words today. I'm not going to say all the words, but let's review the broad strokes. If people want to watch the beginning of stream, you can see it. But the broad strokes of what we did today, getting deeper in here with kanji, we started from what we did last time. Last time we played a game, playing Tetris with kanji, that was on Japanese Quest 199. This is the game. You can see it here. It's called Tetojisu. Ji means a character. And after doing that, I realized maybe we need to go a bit deeper with kanji. So we kind of follow what feels right. We kind of follow our curiosity here on Japanese Quest. And so during that stream, we learned a lot of words with the kanji for tree. Then I realized, using that same strategy, we could go back to the old games we played. So we played these games. Xenoblade 2 we started with. We played Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Dragon Quest XI. And in Dragon Quest XI, a key kanji for that game is star. So we learned a lot of words relating to star. For example, all the planets. You can see here. We started with Mokusei, Jupiter, the wood planet. And that was from last time linking to this time. We also then went to the kanji for journey, because journey is a big theme in that game. And then someone suggested the kanji for soldier, hei. Then we did the kanji for nakama, meaning like friends on a journey, nakama. And then next we went to a different game, and we started cutting grass in Breath of the Wild. So we used the kanji for grass, learning a lot of words, starting with tobacco. And then someone suggested the kanji for mountain, yama. We moved on. The kanji for sword we have as well. So we have things like kendo, swordsmanship. Game Rubber says, I'm thinking of doing a whole stream talking about kanji next Wednesday. Nice. Check out Game Grammar if you want to see a whole stream about kanji next Wednesday. Check them out. So where were we? We next went on to the kanji for king with things like kokuo, king, and ojo, princess. Then we went to the kanji for castle, like jonai, inside a castle. Then we went to yusha, which Link is a hero, yusha. So we have kanji like words like yukon, brave, heroic. From there we moved on to this kanji, which had a whole bunch of words. Mono, meaning person. That got us a lot further. Then with Mario, we did the kanji for sun and moon. The kanji for run. And then in this game, we had the kanji for sea, the kanji for war, and fire. Quite a journey today.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is 672 and rising. Although I must say one thing. We added words about war. I think we need to add some words about peace to balance it out. 300. More Saturday streams if you can, Sensei. Grey Stash, arigato. Bitto. Arigato. Thank you very much for... Today's not Saturday though, right? It's Sunday. So before we end, let's even go a bit further than 200 words. We must balance out these words for war with peace. Heiwa, peace. If you look at those kanji, the first one is flat, can mean peace as well. The second one can mean peace, harmony. So let's go with just the first one for right now. We can maybe do a few with each. Very useful word here, equality, evenness, byodo, equality. Good words, some good words to end with. Let's maybe do one more for this one. So heiwa, peace, we have learned. So kohei, fairness, very useful word. And I do kind of want to add the opposite of that, just because that's a useful word too. So fukohei, unfairness. Okay, let's learn a couple with the second kanji too. Wa. Let's put stars around it to see words involving that word. Yeah, got it. That is a good comment. That could be useful. The new era. So heiwa, peace. Wafuku, Japanese clothes. So wa can mean Japanese. So let's go with Japanese clothes. That's a useful word, actually. Japanese clothes as opposed to Western clothes, yofuku. In fact, maybe we should add yofuku as well. So I've got a kitty kind of attacking me here. Let's go to our cat cam here. As you can see my microphone, it's a good thing I tied it down because Aki is attacking currently. Hi, Aki. So I think I will add yofuku to that. But I feel like this might be a good time to end stream since the kitty's attacking. And we did reach our goal. And see, it seems like tying it down does work. But let's not test it. Where's my mouse? I lost all my mice that I had to distract him with. Kawaii ne. So we are on this journey to learn Japanese. These kitties are on this journey as well. You can see that kitty there. Let's put down our standing desk. Let's see if the kitty wants to cuddle at all. You can see all those Japanese books there. The kitty is on this Japanese quest as well. You can see the kitty meter at the right. When he bites, we learn a new word. Oh no, he just scratched me. So we could learn a new word for that. But for today, maybe let's try to focus on not getting scratched. Kawaii ne. He might be more wanting to battle right now. They do have an animal category. So he's kind of wanting to go to war right now, it seems. Let's see if I can get my microphone out of his face. If he'll calm down a bit. So I'm based in the US. I'm a Japanese teacher in the US. So anyone into Japanese learning on Twitch from games, feel free to follow. Here's Aki. Aki means autumn, by the way, fall. Yeah, education really should be a category. At least they do have to tag, though. Yeah, we don't need the counter for the kitty right now. Whoa, he's attacking my foot. Daijoubu kana? So yeah, we're getting a lot of foot bites here. So I think I probably will end the stream here in a bit. So say goodbye to Aki. Ja! Mata ne! See you guys next time. Japanese Quest should be a category. Ooh, he's attacking my camera hand now. So see you guys next time. I cannot believe we reached our goal with this cat who could have been attacking me the whole time. Follow. Arigato. Get a new party member. So can you believe that we reached our goal, 200 words in 200 minutes, with these kitties here? Here's how to... How did we even reach this goal? Honestly. It was a miracle. I think these kitties, they knew that we had this goal. He's just biting my foot now. If this had happened earlier, there's no way we would have reached our goal. Okay, I think the stream is going to end now because he's really, truly attacking my foot now. I'll see you guys next time. Ja! Mata ne.